Hey guys, welcome to Nerds and Jesus podcast, aka we're playing a one shot, so it's gonna be very casual, not as orderly and formal as our normal stuff. Just for people to hear, but also for us just to also have a chance to play one shot. And since most of y'all have been on the podcast, I figured, well, let's go ahead and get all the guests on an episode to play D&D, since we've talked about D&D a lot. So, and then David, I know eventually you'll be on a podcast too, on an episode. So sweet. Well, okay, so that's pretty much, it's gonna be very casual. At this point, it's just us here. So don't look at the camera. Just kidding. All right. So before we start, let's go ahead and kind of share a little bit about your character and what class you are, a little bit, whatever info you want to share, and then I'll get us started. So whoever wants to go first.
So I'm using an old character of mine, an oldie but a goodie. Her name is Fah-lah. She is she's a wood elf. She's a level 5. Her backstory is she's kind of in the royal bloodline, but kind of not really. She's kind of like a bastard kid, if that makes sense, like how the old school saying what they say. She is definitely one of this type of people who are for justice and for good, and struggles with the idea of kind of breaking rules. So she struggles with that a lot, but she's learning as she goes, because she's no longer really part of her family, so to speak. So she's trying to be able to do the right thing in those pretenses.
Micah?
I'm Micah. My character is a Herengon samurai who lives by a strict code, and Herengon is a rabbit person. He's 2.5 feet tall, and he wears the typical samurai armor.
All right. Jord'n?
What's up? I'm Jord'n. My character's name is Uthar. He is a gem dragonborn. And so he is a ranger, and he is an heir to something great. And he cares very much for nature and all the good things that are there with it.
Nice.
He doesn't really care how it gets protected, as long as it's protected. So
Cool. Very nice. All right. JT?
Hey, I'm JT. I'm playing Breanor Moltenbrow. He's a hill dwarf that was an orphan taken in by the Temple of Helm, and really just wants to see things. He's a life cleric. He really just wants to see things live and be sustained, and he's fairly young for a dwarf, about 150, and just kind of venturing out for the first time.
Yay.
So he's kind of got like a can-do attitude.
Very nice. All right, David?
Hey, okay, so my name is Marcus Wellerman. I don't know, so that was a fun name.
I like Wellerman.
So I just went with a human druid, so that's what I am. So my dude, he's actually like a sailor. That's his background. Grew up on the seas. And kind of like got some like Circle of the Moon druid, so love transforming and stuff, dire wolves. If we're like in some water, get some like shark action going on, some of that sort of stuff. But yeah, just like typical like 30-year-old druid human guy.
Nice. So all of y'all have known each other for not that very long. You recently just met near a small town by Succumber. And each and every one of y'all originally met because you were in town. There was something that went down in the inn, and you all decided to help out because there was some ruckus going on. And that's kind of where y'all met, and y'all realized that you were all traveling. And so you were already on your, or this is outside of Succumber, so you're already on your way to Succumber at this point, and so you all decided to travel together at that point, since you all had decided to go that way. And so you all find yourself on the road, and you are currently on a cart, or some of y'all may be walking, but however y'all decided to travel that way. So how are y'all traveling to Succumber?
Yeah, I would be hopping alongside the cart for sure.
Nice.
I'm on the end of the
That's
cart,
awesome.
and my legs are dangling and swinging back and forth because I'm excited.
Awesome. All right. So yeah, the horses are pulling y'all to town.
So, okay, for my character, so I kind of, I'm like transformed into a cat right now at this point. So I'm just kind of like on the cart, like as like a little like tabby cat, like little like white and like brown, orange, or whatever. And so I'm just like a little cat, just kind of like chilling, just like looking around. Like, yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Very nice. All right. So as you all are traveling, heading to the city, you realize and you kind of spot some posters as you keep passing, nailed to trees. And who would like to make a perception check?
Oh wait, I have advantage on
I'll do it.
perception checks actually, as a cat.
Okay, go ahead.
So that's kind of fun. Wait, so I have to use, I use my cat stats, right? Perception. Wait.
Your cat stats.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to do this as a cat.
That's great.
Okay, so it's D20. I'm just gonna roll it like this. Oh, nat 20, bet. Okay, easy enough.
Very nice. So originally, I'm going to text y'all the picture of what you all see, what the poster says. Originally, all of you are able to see what the poster says. It says the Taylor Circus. Buy your tickets right now at our tent. And you all see that, and you see a lot of people carrying some of the posters, some of the flyers just around town. But David, your character, what was your character's name again?
Marcus.
Marcus.
Yes.
So Marcus, as a cat, realizes you kind of look a little bit, you're able to see something that no one else is able to see on the poster, which is what I'm sending to y'all now. And so that, okay, I think I just sent. So if you want to share what the poster says.
Oh, this is what I'm seeing?
Yes, the second picture is what you saw.
I'm trying to figure out how I can share this knowledge since I'm a cat.
You could share it with everyone. Oh, that's true. So yeah, so that's what you see on the poster. So it's up to you whether you want to share it with the group or whether you want to turn into a human.
I think just like in my cat form, I kind of just notice it and then I kind of just like ignore it like it's nothing. I just kind of like I don't do anything with the knowledge. That's not like I'm
All right. All right. At this point, what are y'all doing? You're entering into town.
Just looking around.
What do we see as we enter the town?
So as you enter just the town of Succumber, so it's right outside. So you're not exactly, in town, but it's like kind of the outskirts of it. And you see a lot of people just walking the path, carrying their groceries, just running some errands, going back and forth. And it's a little dry in the side of it where you'll see some dry grass, you can see some of a lot of not as many buildings, but just more man-made, just marketplaces. And that's kind of where you see to the left of it a large red and white tent with, as you can pretty guess, that's the circus that you saw on the posters.
Do you guys want to
I've
go see
ever
a circus?
been a part of a circus.
That looks fun.
Never.
Yeah, I like jump down off the cart and I like start walking over that way with like my tail wagging, like flopping around. And I like look back and like meow and then just keep walking towards the tent.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely following the cat to the tent.
Yeah.
I'm definitely following the cat.
Awesome. All right. So the cat, so Marcus, you're up front.
Yeah.
All right. So y'all are approaching the circus and the tent, and you see that there's a little sales booth right there, and at the sales booth there's a small blue tiefling there, and you can hear her saying, tickets to the circus here, and she seems a little nervous. But yeah, so that's where you see her at the booth.
I go buy a ticket.
All right. So how are you approaching?
Can we tell that is she obviously nervous, or is it just like something that
you can see her kind of just picking her hair, putting it behind her ear, maybe biting her nails while she's saying it, kind of saying this all, and so kind of also, but still doing her job and encouraging people.
Wait, JT, you said you're going to buy a ticket?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna jump on top of his shoulder and just be sitting there on top of his shoulder while he goes to buy a ticket.
All right. So
if you're cool with it.
Yep. Yeah, I'm cool with that. So I approach the tiefling, and is it morning or afternoon?
So this is probably you've arrived around noonish.
Right, so I walk up to the tiefling and I just say, "Hey, how you doing? Good afternoon."
Good afternoon, sir. Are you interested in the circus?
I am. What kind of circus is this?
Oh, it's a great circus. We have amazing acts, do amazing things. We have from acrobatics to strength to anything in between. You're gonna love it. How many tickets?
I will buy one for myself and the cat.
Okay. That is technically it's 2 gold pieces per person. I get for you. It's just 2 gold for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, we're cheating the system. Let's go.
All right, you hand she gives you, well, you had to hand her the ticket, so that's 2 gold pieces.
I give her the money.
All right, you hand it, and she hands you your 1 ticket. Enjoy the circus. We are going to start in about 15 minutes.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. All right, next.
Yes.
I'd like a ticket, please.
Yes. All right, here. Let's see. It's 2 gold for you.
Okay, I hop up and tap 2 gold onto the.
She kind of
counter.
looks down. She kind of looks down at you a little bit, and just kind of awkwardly hands it to you. Thank you, sir.
Ma'am, why are you so nervous? You look a little off. What's wrong with you, ma'am?
Oh no. I'm just excited about what's to happen. Make a persuasion check.
Ooh, 18.
Ooh.
18. You could definitely, so you have persuasion. Well, okay. Everything's fine. It's just some things have been happening, but this show will be great. Don't you worry, sir.
What do you mean some things have been happening?
Huh?
No, there was some, there's just been little small things. It's all taken care of our last show, but we are all set. We have a full house happening today. And so don't you worry.
I peek around.
Anyway, and she kind of looks behind you. All right, next.
Oh, I'm paying for them as well. I'm paying for them.
Oh.
So.
Oh, okay. So you got 3 folks behind you. So that's, yeah. So I need the gold pieces for that. So 8.
Well, all right. Yeah. Here you go. I hop up there and slam down some more.
She gets the gold as it kind of bounced off the table, and she kind of puts it away and grabs the tickets and all right, enjoy the show, everybody. But at that moment, you see that one of the other performers runs to her, whispers something in her ear, and to which she smirks Glay, or her name's Glay, but she introduced herself, but you can see her little name tag says Glay on it. And she kind of says, go away, go away. All right, enjoy the show. Does anyone have passive perception of 15 or higher?
I'm a 13.
I'm a 17.
Jeez.
Wow.
Jeez.
I know.
All right, so Fah-lah,
Yes.
what you hear the other performer really whisper to her was, "The shadow will not show up tonight. Relax."
Okay.
So that's what you hear.
Okay. So I overhear it, and then I turn to them, and I like whisper over their shoulder. I was like, "Who is the shadow, and why is he not showing up tonight?"
That's amongst you guys.
Oh, was that to us?
Yeah.
Sorry. I have no idea who the shadow is.
Well, that lady was talking about
No
it.
idea either.
The
I
shadow
just
was
got
talking
here
about-
with you. I know just as much as you. I'm sorry. I have no clue.
I like look at her and I'm just kind of like give her this stare of like, I'm a cat. I can't talk to you. Like, why are you asking me?
I love the fact that the cat actually knows.
I mean, I'm like, I know. I'm like,
And so you see Glay kind of turn to y'all. The show's gonna begin shortly. So if y'all want to go ahead and find your seats. And
I
she
grab
kind of
my
like
ticket
waits
and
for
I
you.
say, "Thank you."
Enjoy the show.
I speak telepathically in Olavaris' mind, and I say, "I don't think this is exactly. I don't feel safe at this area. Perhaps we should investigate more."
Before or after?
And then
Okay.
I speak it out of everybody else's mind.
wait, can I?
I say, oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say. So if you're speaking telepathically, like, can I talk like in cat form to you?
You can't respond to me.
Oh, I can't
I can
respond
just
to you,
speak to
okay.
people's minds. I can speak into people's minds.
When you say that, I speak directly out loud, and I'm like, no, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Danger. I'm going to thwart it as best as I can.
my eyes
And
go
I
wide,
pat-
and I'm like,
I pat his little head in agreement.
I struck my beard in contemplation,
my eyes
and
just
a
go
little bit more on guard.
like saucers, and I'm like, I thought this was just a circus.
All right. So what are y'all doing?
We're going in and
yeah.
find some
Yeah, we
seats.
got tickets for the show.
bought the
Let's watch
tickets.
the show.
Yeah, absolutely. I just paid 8 gold to get into this show.
Micah broke the bank to get into the circus, man.
Do I see anything like out of whack as I'm trying to find my seat?
No,
On my way
it's
to
pretty
it.
normal. You see a lot of as you all are beginning to like walk through to your right, you'll see a little opening in the tent, and it's a little heavy to kind of push to the side, and you see just wooden benches all around in a circle. Let me see if I can send that picture to y'all. Kind of that way you guys can visualize it.
By the way, I stay as far away from the cat. I sit like away from it. I'm scared of cats.
Really?
100%. I'm a rabbit, man. I've definitely been chased down by some cats before I became a samurai.
That's so funny.
The reason
All
we became
right.
a samurai is because of cats.
Yeah, honestly.
So
Oh my goodness.
all right, so y'all push open it to the circus, and y'all go inside, and you pretty much you have your tickets in hand, and someone right there is collecting the tickets, and that person is Glay again. She's there also collecting the tickets. She's closed her booth, went over there, like, all right, tickets, please. I know I just saw y'all, but I need to collect your tickets.
It
Yeah,
would
so-
seem. I'm assuming that you are all understaffed. Is that what's
Oh no,
happening
that is
here?
just my job. My job is all things tickets and all the things in between. So I hope you all enjoy the show. So I just need your tickets. You get to see like she's just kind of like chaos.
Ma'am, how did you collect the tickets of the people that came in before us?
You were actually the last ones. So wait,
Can I use my
say that
can I do
again?
The people before us. How did you collect their tickets while giving us our tickets?
Oh no, we just opened the.
Oh,
we just opened it.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yes.
Can I?
As you look inside,
I-
you're the first.
Okay.
What were you gonna say, JT?
Oh, I didn't realize that we were going to be the first inside. I was going to see like how I was going to use my insight to see how truthful she was.
I mean, you can see the curtains are pulled back, and like as you walk in, it's just wooden benches all the way around, and y'all are the first one. You see people behind you walking up in line.
Okay. Is there a lot of people behind us, or is this like a small thing?
You can see people starting to trickle in because they bought their tickets earlier.
Okay. Then I will walk up, hand her my ticket, and start looking for a seat and seeing which way the cat wants to go.
All right. So you go in, and so you see just everything all set up. Kind of like what you expect if you've ever been to a circus. You see a lot of even vendors, having popcorn, different snacks, and a lot of the wooded benches to your right, to your left, all the way in a circle. And so where you say you were heading?
Oh, hey, there's popcorn. I'm going to buy the popcorn first and then find a seat.
All right, cool. You kind of look and you wave down the guy who has the popcorn. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Would you like popcorn?
That's why I called you over here.
Yes. I mean, we also have cotton candy, but popcorn. Yes. That'll be 2 copper pieces.
All right, here you go.
2 copper pieces for popcorn, but it's 2 gold pieces to get into the circus? That is highway robbery. Oh my gosh.
This better be a good circus.
Tell me about it, sir. Tell me about it. Anyway, thank you. Just one. Anyone else would like to buy any?
I'm going to lean over to Uthar. That's how you say your name, right? Uthar? Yep. I'm going to lean over to Uthar. I'm going to be like, I don't want to let people know my weakness, but could you buy me some cotton candy and then just let me kind of pick it from you? Because
I'm like sitting near them and I just give them like a side eye, like, what is this conversation?
I raise my hand and I say, 2 cotton candy, please.
You want cotton candy? He kind of like chuckle. Okay, sir. And he hands you the cotton candy.
Is that a problem?
No, it isn't. No. Oh, sorry. I'm being flagged down on that side. Okay, and then he just kind of like scoots on to like the next customer. All right, so sweet. So y'all are taking your seats to the right, left. Where y'all heading? Front row, back row, middle row.
I look at Marcus and I say, "Hey, little buddy, which way are we going?"
First off, I smack you on the head until you give me some popcorn. So that's like the first thing that's happening here. And then after that, I kind of point up towards the front on the left.
Okay. Yeah. So I give him some popcorn and go where the cat leads.
All right. Where are you leading them to?
No, I was just saying kind of on the left, down towards the front of the stage. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So y'all go ahead and find your seats in the left to the front row. And you see people beginning to trickle in, and it starts to get pretty full. And you see, kids and really of all race, everyone else, all ages. You can just tell the circus is something that they're looking forward to. And but yeah, so they all go around the circus and they sit down, and you see them begin to shut down or to close all the curtains, and you see the lights begin to go down, and you just know that the show is about to begin. So, all right. So first off, you see this all of a sudden music begin to play. You have some of the drummers and having their drum roll, and you see some of the instruments playing to the right of it, all the music, and all the music's happening. It's really circus music, and they have 2 of the lights kind of going all over the place. And then all of a sudden you see the ringmaster. The ringmaster shows up. Welcome to the circus. I am so glad that you all have agreed to be here today, and we have a show for you tonight. So ladies and gentlemen, make drum roll, please. So everyone just begins to, you see everyone hitting the edge of their seat. And please put your hands together for Rutsas! And then so you kind of, the strongest man here today. And so everyone just kind of begins to clap. And so you see the first begin to pop up is this man. He is, hold on, my notes here. Ooh, I lost it. Doug.
Lucky.
So Rutsas is a Goliath, and he comes out, and he is just really large, tall, for your standards, but technically it's kind of small for Goliath standards. He stands 6 to 8 feet, and you can just tell that this is what he loves to do. So he came onto the stage, and I'm gonna see how he does. All right, so he goes in, and you see like a lot of stacks of boxes and boxes, really strong boxes, and he lifts it up to a strength of his ability, and he's able to lift it up, and then you just kind of, everyone begins to cheer at this point, and then all of a sudden you see him lift it down, and then he grabs some of the really strong dumbbells, and or like one of those really, the really long ones, and he grabs it and he puts it up at his head. And he lifts it all the way up, but then he holds it with one hand. I mean, it's kind of like what you expect when you see someone very strong, and then puts it down. But then he kind of like points around to everybody, watch this. And he goes, and then you see, I need 2 members of the audience to help me with this. And so, and if y'all raising your hands or... He points, yes, you, the little green one, come over here. And then he points at, yes, you, miss, come join us on stage. And so y'all begin to follow him. All right, I need one of y'all. He kind of like bends down, one on one shoulder, one on the other shoulder. So y'all are getting on his shoulders. I'm like, all right, are y'all ready? I said, are y'all ready?
Yeah.
He looks at you, Micah.
Oh,
Olavaris.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready. This is so impressive. I'm so heavy.
This is gonna be fun.
But then he stands up, and the crowd like cheers, and then and then he just puts you down again. Yes, and everyone's just like clapping, kind of like awkwardly, like okay, But then it's a whole thing, y'all. And then you see just other acts begin to come through. You see a lot of magic acts from one of the other guys there, and all the others acts that you're beginning to see. But the last act is acrobats. And so the ringmaster comes out, and finally, last but not least, we have the one, the only Tasha. And so Tasha, you see her at the very top right of the spotlight, and she's a human. She's the you could just tell like this. She's a but this is what she does for a living. She's the daughter of a tiefling and human. So she was born, and you can kind of see like one of her arms is just covered in pink skin, scaled pink skin. And so she begins, and you see her just take some breaths, and she's at the very top. She's holding onto the little bar to do the trapeze act. And so, let's see, I'm going to roll for her and see how she does. All right. So she first grabs it, and she swings all the way across, and she lands perfectly on the other side. And then she grabs the other one and goes and does another flip onto the air and grabs onto the other one and lands it perfectly right on the spot and lifts up her hands. Everyone's just clapping. I need someone to make a passive perception. Whoever has a 17 or higher.
Make it
Miss Fah-lah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You said you do?
Yep.
All right. So as Tasha begins, she leaves from the landing spot, and she's swinging. At that moment, when you look at the landing spot, you notice a mysterious figure. And so as Tasha is coming back towards the landing spot, she notices the figure and she makes a mistake and she slips and she falls to the ground. And so at this point, everyone's kind of like silence.
There's no net like to catch her? Just like the ground?
No. It's not that high up that if she falls on the ground, it's all sand. But y'all can or I guess Des, Fah-lah, you can definitely see it running away. And so all of a sudden everyone sees this figure also running. So you get to see the commotion. Everyone's starting to like panic and starting to leave. And there's a huge like screaming and really some even from people like, oh my God, did you see it? Did you see it? And like everyone started like commotion, like trying to push everyone out of the way. What are y'all doing at this point?
How hurt is the acrobat from our perspective?
At this point, you can see her still on the ground, and you can see some of the other acts are coming towards her to help her. And at the point, the ringmaster comes out. That's all for our show. Come back another day, and we'll continue the show. Good night, everyone, or good day, good day. And he kind of like ends it. You can see him like doing this to like the lights and the music to like cut it, And at that point.
All right. At that point, then I see if I can approach the crowd or approach the other performers and just go assess the acrobat, just make sure she's okay.
Okay. So you're making your way towards her. What is everyone else doing?
I think I want to go to the ringleader of the circus and ask him questions because he's the one who's in charge of everything. So surely he knows what the shadow thing was that we just saw.
Well, at that point, the ringmaster is not in the tent anymore. But you're approached, by Glay. Are y'all still here?
And then I tell her, yeah, I'm a cleric of Helm, of life, and just seeing if your performer is okay.
You said you're a healer.
Yes.
Come with me. And so you kind of begin to follow her. Is everyone else following behind?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yes.
So y'all are following behind her, and you get to see her on the ground, and she says, as you get to see her, she's like holding on to her ankle, and like just like, oh, my ankle. And Glay, Tasha, I have a healer here who wants to help. I don't know your name, sir.
Breanor.
Breanor. He wants to help. She's like, just anything, this pain. And so she's just kind of like holding on to her ankle. So.
Cool.
Go ahead and, are you doing cantrip or are you doing cast?
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on her.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
8.
Okay. So you just see a little her begin to like, oh, it feels a lot better. Oh, and she kind of like takes a deep breath. She turns like, thank you, sir. Thank you. And then you see Glay immediately turn to y'all. I need y'all to meet me outside. Okay. Just we'll be there shortly, or I'm gonna help her up and or put her where she needs to be and just to get some rest. But I need to talk to you all outside. Just go outside. When you leave the tent, go a little bit to the left, kind of a little bit back around, and I'll meet up with y'all.
Glay, I will come with you.
And
assist you in taking care there.
And I tell the acrobat just to take it easy on the ankle and rest up for the rest of the day.
And she says,
I follow.
She says, thank you. And so you see them leave, and then are y'all heading outside?
Yes.
To the left of the tent?
Yes. I help Glay take the person back. So.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So you take y'all go back, and you just kind of hand her. Well, she hands her off to some of the other people who are there, some crew and some staff, and they're taking care of her. And so Glay will meet y'all in the back. All right. So y'all head to the back, and so you could just see the crowd is still exiting the circus, and some people just like whispering, like, I feel like did you see it? Did you see that? You just kind of hear people begin to, some kids like, yelling, screaming, but I wanted more, like, and just the parents are trying to come like, well, that's the end of it, and just kind of like, everyone just kind of walking out, just disappointed or saying, wow, that was amazing. I just wish it was longer. Some people just didn't catch it. And so people are just leaving at that point. So y'all are making your way to outside, and you notice it's gotten dark a little bit already. It's not really summertime, so it's kind of fall, winter, or so the sun definitely sets a lot quicker. And so you see it's around sunset, and so y'all are heading around. Let's see. So y'all are already head that way, and you see kind of Glay coming up towards y'all. Hey guys, thank you so much for all of your help. I really appreciate it. I know you all were asking earlier, if everything was okay and all things was fine. But in reality, it's not fine. Are y'all like, you help with this sort of things, or who are y'all?
What sort of things are you talking about?
Well, I mean, I'm sure as you saw tonight, there's a shadow has disturbed the last three shows, and we were pretty sure that it wouldn't really come tonight, but I mean, it did come tonight, and it's annoying that the people have been vandalizing the posters that I've been creating all over town, and it's really annoying. But it's been coming back over and over, and then I don't know. We don't know what it is. We don't know what the shadow is. We don't know why it's here. But it has to be like a fiend, it's just jealous of all the joys and happiness that the circus brings. And you just see her like begin to like tear up and begin to like cry and just like and just like hyperventilating at that point. So what do y'all?
I like go over and awkwardly pat her on her back and say, "They're there. They're there."
She immediately like turns to you and just and then sobs on your shoulder.
I'm just like petrified, like.
I'm like down at her feet, just kind of like nuzzling up on her legs.
How big is the circus?
I mean,
is it bigger than a mile?
No, I mean it's just the one large tent. It's just the one tent, yeah.
I'm gonna cast Primeval Awareness.
Okay.
As an action, you can expend one range spell slot to sense whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fays, or fiends or undead are present within 1 mile of you.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast that. Do I sense any of those kinds?
Can you read that list again?
Says aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead are present within 1 mile of you or upon 6 miles if we're in a forested area. For me. My favorite area, which is forest.
So you have a weird just sensation over whether or not it's undead or not. You have a sense, a little bit of it, but there's something off with it.
Okay. All right. So. That's good to know.
At that,
I kind of like, as I cast it, I kind of put it down, put my hand on the ground. So I kind of like almost cast and sense it.
Okay, yeah.
And I'll kind of, as the roleplay, would just be like, it seems something almost undead of sort. Perhaps not a fiend.
At that point, while y'all are talking with really trying to console Glay and trying to figure all of this out, you see the ringmaster exit the tent and begin to approach you all. Friends, welcome. My name is Phineas Taylor, and they kind of begins to shake each of y'all. Thank you all so much just for your help with our friend Tasha that was hurt, and I hear you all are from around here, from out of town. Where are y'all from?
From out of town.
From out of town. Yes. You see Phineas looks at Glay and say, "Here, I got it from here." And she's like, "Okay." And then she kind of like leaves and heads back towards the back of where their quarters are.
I'm like wiping her snot off of my tunic.
And then so after she leaves, Phineas, he looks at each of y'all. I have a proposal for y'all, and I don't know if this is something maybe that you all are interested in. As before this, I've just been watching y'all talk to Glay, and as a healer, as yourself, come help with Tasha. I see that you are a bunch of folks who are just looking to help, be a hand of sorts. Is that something y'all normally do?
Yes. I personally love slicing things. So you let me slice things and I'm here for it.
What a courteous little fellow. I didn't catch your names. What is your name, or or individuals as a group?
My name is Uthar. We have not come up with a name of the group yet.
I'm Fah-lah.
Yes.
I am Breanor.
Nice to meet
This
you.
is Marcus.
I like start walking towards the ringmaster, and then I like transform back into a human. It's like back into my tree form, and then I bow down. Good day, sir. My name is Marcus Wellerman at your service.
Wow, that's a interesting trick there. Huh. Have you ever thought of joining the circus yourself?
I will admit, I have felt kind of at home here. It is pretty intriguing. I will consider it. Thank you.
Wow.
Oh, I am Olavaris, by the way.
Olavaris. Yes. Nice to meet you all. Well, as you see, we have a bit of an issue, bit of a problem here. This shadow that has been just tormenting my players, my people here, and we need some help in order to capture the shadow. And and he just began to see him like he's a little just angry over just what's been happening. And I have my theories. I don't know exactly, but I'm sure it's a thief or perhaps a jealous performer. I needed captured. I wanted captured. He looks at each of you. Is this something that y'all would be willing to do? I have a reward too, if you want a reward.
I'm interested.
What is said reward?
Well, the reward, as you see, is it's the Ring of Raven, and so it's a reward if you capture the shadow. And is this something that each of y'all are wanting to do? Or do you know what the Ring of Raven is? Or
what is the Ring of Raven?
What is it?
Never heard of that.
So he gets his little pouch and he holds it, and it's a silver ring with an actual raven crested. Like it looked like it's like a little statue of a raven.
Ooh.
It's like a little piece of a raven, and the ring is around it. And so he passes it to you. This magical ring was created for those who pledge their lives to the Raven Queen, but it has 4 charges. There's a different steps. The Misty Step spell as a second level, or it expends 4 charges to cast the Dimension Door spell. And also the ring will also regain all of its charges during daily at midnight. So it's rare. It's definitely rare. So
That is quite useful.
yes. So is this something you all are willing to help us out in capturing the shadow?
Yes.
Sure.
I do not like to see people hurt. I will join you.
Yes.
I like to see people hurt by my blade. So I will also join.
Legally.
Perfect. Do you all have any questions on the shadow?
Where did you first see the shadow?
Well, this was the third time it appeared. The first time, honestly, it only appears during performances, and so it appeared throughout different parts of the acts. The first time was with Tasha, the same one you saw tonight, and second time was during Bogart's part of the show, and then the third time again tonight apparently was Tasha. So yeah, it was third time it's only appeared, and we thought it's just a fluke, but this doesn't seem to be a fluke.
Is this the only location you've seen the shadow, or have you seen it other places you've gone?
It's appears only during the performances. It's never before, never after. It's always during. Even when we're practicing, we thought, well, let's just practice, and nope, it does not happen during that. So,
does it always show up in the same place?
No, it moves around. The first time was not on the landing spot where it landed tonight, so that's why it was a little bit of a shock. It landed on an upper level, and then again, second night, it landed on the side, and third tonight, it was on the landing spot.
Have you noticed if it has like some sort of solid form inside of the shadow itself?
I mean, we haven't been able. Every time we stop the show immediately to address it, it just disappears. Mm-hmm. So, I'm not sure. It seems to know basic magic, but I don't know much. Really about any of that. So I don't know. It's with regarding around magic, Bogut might be someone to talk to on that.
Are we the first people that you've hired to get rid of it?
It's the first people we realize we need people to help us. We are performers. We're not fighters. This is not something we do.
Where can we find this Bogue?
Yes. Well, so Bogart, let's see. He would around this time. He must be in his quarters at this point. Our quarters kind of points to the back. At this point, it's a little well lit area. Right now, it's getting dark, and so you see a lot of lanterns kind of on the just around the whole circus tent. And at this point, you look around and people have left, so it's just really just crew and performers and y'all outside. And but as you kind of look a little bit to your right, just behind, you see more of just different tents placed. And carts placed, and all the different tents have everyone's name of the performers right in front of it. Yes, just that way. You see all our tents that way for our quarters to find Bogart. So yeah, I'll let them know I'm going to ask for help and to expect some of you all to, or hopefully someone to investigate and to capture.
Okay.
Cool.
And, do you want the shadow alive or dead? You just brought up capturing it.
Didn't you say it was undead, friend?
I don't know if it's undead or not.
I'm trying to figure out the instances of the contract.
Capture. Alive or dead at this point. Just capture it. We just...
Hey, have you guys hired any new performers or help right before this fiend or shadow appeared?
No, it's we've been the same group. Well, it's not always been the same group, I suppose, but it's been everyone has been the same, has been in it since the beginning, truly. But anyway, I must be off. Have a good night and keep me updated. And then he kind of waves at you all and say thank you again, and you see him kind of walk back and goes inside the main tent.
I say we go visit this Bogue and ask him some questions. Much needed.
I agree.
Okay. So y'all, wait, where are y'all going?
To Bogue.
To go
Bogart.
talk to Bogart.
All right. Cool.
Bogue.
Yes, let's go kill Bogart.
No.
I agree.
No, we're not killing Bogart.
We're not questioning.
Illegal.
All right. Sorry.
All right, so y'all are heading towards the tents, and you are looking kind of at each of the 10. You see the one on the far right eventually has Bogut. It's Bogut. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm just saying Bogut. Bogut.
Bogey?
Bogut.
Bogey.
Anyway, so he's in the tent. You see his tent and everything there. So are y'all approaching it at this point?
Yeah, is there a wooden frame around the entrance or
That we can knock?
No, it's
I just walk in.
oh.
I make an announcement. Bogut, we're here about the shadow, and I come in.
Wave my hand.
I wait a couple seconds
Kinda
and I
like-
will follow.
you just see him kind of
We'll
like
follow right after.
almost having a heart attack of just like I've had enough scares.
Oh my god.
Y'all almost gave me a fright. Oh yes, you said the shadow. Yes.
Indeed.
How many are you? Come inside. And so you guys quickly enter, and he closes the door and locks it. All right, take seat. I don't really have much seat in here.
I'll pop on the floor.
He has like his bed. You could look in. It's really simple. It's just the bed. You see his luggage. You see just the clothes kind of lined out. And that's pretty much it. So I guess we'll take a seat on the floor. Ladies, if you want, you can sit on the bed if you like. What can I do for you?
We had some questions about the shadow, and you were the first victim.
Shadow, man, I swear it has to be connected to. I guess you don't know about Elgin, do you?
No.
No.
Well, you see, Elgin was Phineas's brother before. It's never always just us. It was all originally we were originally called the Taylor Brothers Circus. That was always what it was originally called, and I don't know. It's something that I know the shadow is somehow connected to. So you see, Elgin was killed by a spell casted by someone else. And it's not by accident. I don't care what Phineas says. I don't care what anyone else claims. It was not by accident. You hear me. And you kind of like, you can just see like this is something that the topic that really bothers him. So, yeah. I just know it's somehow connected. Somehow connected.
What is your
Just scoot
thoughts if
over
it's not
and-
an accident?
I don't know. I don't listen. And you just see him kind of like struggling to get the words out. I don't know why Phineas would lie about it. I don't know. He can't. I mean, I don't know why. He doesn't even possess the arcane knowledge to be the murderer or anything like that. No. It's. I just. That's all I know. I just. It's just not coincidental. The shadow appeared maybe like not too long after he died. So it's too coincidental. You know what I'm saying?
What spell was used to kill him?
It's something not normal. It's a dark magic. It's a I don't. It's something I've never seen, and I am very proficient in the arcane here, and it's something I just don't recognize. It's not something I will ever dealt with. I will never. Find myself going into that side of spell casting, if you know what I'm saying.
So would you say it was necrotic in nature?
I don't know. That's the sad part, right? It's just something I'm not familiar with. It's out of my expertise, unfortunately.
Am I able to do an insight check as he's speaking?
Yeah, go for it.
Not 20 plus 7.
Jeez.
Oh, he's completely genuine, and all that he's saying, he's genuine in it. And I don't ever mention it, but I forgot to mention he's the illusionist.
Okay.
And he's like he's a half elf. I just, Elgin was the one who found me. He immediately hired me, I guess. Not only as, as a performer, but as a teacher. I teach the arcane. I teach, that's why I know Elgin had been killed by a spell casted by other person. I just, it's Elgin is the one who brought me in, It's just, you just see him kind of like torn out about it. I don't know who it would be. I don't know.
Sir, do you know anything about the Raven Queen?
I mean, I've heard about her, but I mean, I don't know how it has to do with anything with this.
Well, do you know anything about the Phineas's connection? Does he worship her?
Oh, no. Phineas? Nah, he doesn't. He doesn't really do much with the arcane or anything like that. Nah, it's not in his wheelhouse. He's just a really great ring master, and he's a great leader. That's all I can say.
Do the brothers get along?
Yeah, the circuses, they got along as far as I could tell. Very close, and but yeah, I didn't really see anything else, really. I mean, I'm a good friend of Phineas, and that's why I just don't know why I'd lie about it. Maybe he just doesn't want to believe that his brother was murdered. But listen, trying to think of how y'all can help. I would advise y'all, if you wanted to, be a part of the show, the next show. I wonder if the shadow appears, maybe during someone's performance, it might be a chance to attempt to capture it, and
it's funny you mentioned that. I was thinking along the same thing, that maybe we should set a trap for him to catch him in the next performance. So I like the idea. I'm game for it.
I could pin you up and throw knives at you.
I don't know about that one. The ringleader already said that he thought I would be good in the show. I'm down to do something, so.
I was mostly thinking that we could throw him off and see if cats always do land on their feet.
Hey, listen, I got more to me than just turning into a cat, buddy, all right? Listen here.
Well, I would love to show my strength off. That puny little Goliath has nothing on me.
Didn't he lift you with ease,
well,
man?
I'll just warn y'all. If
I am light but mighty.
Yeah. If something y'all want to do, so listen. The shadow's annoying, and it'd be really good if someone captured it. But yeah, I just advise join the show, but I would stay in the trapezes area. That seems to be the most common of where it leads. But I'm sorry to kick you all out, but it's getting late, and I need to get some sleep for the performance tomorrow night. But anything else? Let me know. I'm glad to help.
Will you be at the same spot with another show, or are you packing up a meeting?
We are all part of the show. Same show for the next, at least foreseeable, hopefully future. If we don't capture it, it might be the end of our show, unfortunately, and I don't have anywhere else to go. But my specialty is acts of illusionment. So, but yes, go ahead, and if you need to talk to anyone else, I'm happy to help in any way. So,
Mary, DM question.
Yes.
So, I really want to be able to turn into a lion, but it's a CR1 and I can only do a half. Can you make an exception so I can turn into a lion so we can do like a lion tamer act?
Do a half lion. Do like a top half is like the lion and the bottom half's like a dog.
What?
A half lion.
That's perfect. I love it.
Dang. I want to say yes because I think it would be.
Dude, I think that would be so fun. Who wants to be the lion tamer? Dude, one of y'all got to be the lion tamer in this.
I can summon a Drake, so we can do a lion and Drake taming moment with me.
Oh my gosh.
I'll stand on the side with a fire extinguisher.
All right. So, you see, like, you kind of unlocks the door, opens the door. All right. Best of luck to y'all. And so, kind of waves y'all down, and you guys are kind of walking out of the door, and he closes it behind you, locks it. What are y'all doing?
Okay. I think our next best thing, if we're going to join the circus, at least for a night, we should go talk to the ringmaster again. But we should also talk to Tasha. She's been attacked twice.
And then also get some sleep.
I think Tasha.
Because I think
Tasha would be the next best bet.
Yeah.
Let's talk to Tasha, see how it happened, all the stuff, and then we can talk to the ringmaster about it.
Yeah, because it is kind of not necessarily coincidental that she's been attacked multiple times. It's like almost like it's got it in for her.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, cool. So you have as far as people you still need to talk to. I mean, you got Tasha. I mean, and then you have like Glay and Rutsus, and that's pretty much everyone else, and then Phineas, of course. But so where y'all going?
We're going to go to talk to Tasha, but as we're talking to her, I want to use my insight.
Okay. All right. So y'all head over to her tent. You see her name on it. Are y'all knocking or barging?
Just running through.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna knock this time.
Knock.
Because
I like.
You could hear. You could hear from the inside. I'm coming. You see, and then she eventually unlocks it, and you could see her leg is still wrapped in like some sort of bandage, but that she doesn't have to use crutches or anything. And because you healed her, you have advantage on persuasion checks on her.
Ooh.
JT. So
that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
how are you feeling?
Hey, I'm doing a lot better. Yeah. Come on in. She kind of waves on, and her tent's very different from I think the last tent you went to, and she has her bed nicely made, but she has like a little table with some chairs and some flowers on it and some candles going, and so a lot nicer, you know. So take a seat, please. So y'all taking a seat?
Mm-hmm. I pop down on the floor.
Sure.
And she looks at you. Is it Breanor, right? Breanor?
Yeah, Breanor.
Breanor. She looks at you. Thank you so much again for your help. I really appreciate it. It's honestly a lot better, and because of that, I'm able to probably perform still. If I'm able to.
Good. And then I just go tell her she's welcome, and then I just go and can I check out your ankle?
Sure. Yes.
Yep. So just go and check it out. Make sure it's moving well.
Are you doing another healing on it or no?
Yeah.
So you could, you check her ankle and you could tell it's still a little stiff from what you had before.
Okay. Then I'll do a healing word on it.
Okay.
So
nice.
12. I get
so that immediately heals the rest of whatever else she had, twisted in her ankle, and she's like, oh my gosh. And she stands on it a little bit. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. This is great. Thank you so much. Wow. And she's just like really happy with it. And do y'all work for Phineas?
We are recently employed.
Okay, because I don't trust him. She immediately says, I do not trust him. Okay?
Neither do I.
Listen. Elgin. He was the first ringmaster. And he was loved by everyone except his own brother Phineas. Listen, Elgin, and you're gonna just see her like pause for a second. I don't think I know Phineas murdered him. I know he did. And you kind of see her like sit back on the chair. I don't have any proof. I don't have any evidence, but I know that Phineas uses magic. I know he does, but he keeps it a secret. You kind of just see her mumble it to herself a little bit.
What if you have these strong of feelings towards this? Why do you stay and work for him?
Because I know I have to find out what happened. I need to know the truth. I need to know. I just need to know. I need to know. You understand? You just see her like begin to like choke a little bit on her tear. And
can I do an insight check on her?
Yeah, good.
22.
You can feel when she talks about Elgin, it's not of a friendship. It's more of you feel a little bit like compassion when she talks about him.
Okay. And is she genuine in her feelings towards Phineas?
Oh yeah. Everything she says is her from the heart.
Okay.
Do you all have any plans to capture him?
You are talking
because I
about
know Phineas did it.
Or the shadow.
The shadow. I don't know. The shadow can't do anything about Phineas, but I know. Listen.
Do you think that Phineas is targeting you? Because does he know that you suspect that he murdered his brother?
I know. I don't know if he knows. I try to conceal my feelings towards Phineas because I don't know what he's capable of. But listen. No one except Phineas saw the body. It was covered just in black blankets. We never saw the body. We never saw it. I know that Phineas did it. And I don't know what this shadow is or who the shadow is. I need you all not to trust Phineas. I need you to prepare to do whatever. What is your plan? What is your plan to capture the shadow?
So far, I think we're going to join the circus.
Good. That might help. Perhaps you need to prepare for the show.
I'm going to kill the shadow. So
we are going to capture the shadow if we can.
I'm like freaking out, like looking at you, like no, like I don't think that's not necessary.
Oh, sorry.
The plan is to lay a trap as we participate in the circus. If the shadow attacks and we have no option but to kill it,
yes,
that is where we step in and do that.
I like that idea.
However, if it is beneficial to figure out that Phineas is not saying that he isn't, the murderer, then we will continue down this course.
Honestly,
it is suspicious that you've been attacked twice, and we are trying to figure that out.
I don't believe in the shadow. I think it was made up by Phineas just to justify the quality just drop after Elgin's death. Deep down, I don't know. I'm afraid of it, to be honest. And it tried to talk to me once.
What did it say?
The shadow.
It was right before I was about to jump off the top of the landing. It didn't say anything. Its voice was rough. It was wail of pain. Just don't know. I'm certain it's just Phineas messing with me, or whatever. I know it's him. I know it's him. So,
what makes you think that he has magical powers?
I don't know. There's just this. I'm not much of arcane, but it just feels like he has an evil aura on him. I don't know.
Does anyone else know of your suspicions?
I don't know. Honestly, we don't talk about it amongst each other. I feel like I can only trust strangers. Imagine that. Not my own family. that we've been together on this road for so long. I guess Glay would be one I trust. I don't trust anyone else.
Does the the Retsis, is that correct?
Oh, of Retsis.
Retsis. What is his thoughts on him?
I don't know. Follows him around like a puppy, Phineas. He does. I don't know. You'll have to ask him. But I know you all need to prepare for your show, and I'm going to get some rest. If you don't mind, it's just agitating me a little bit. And honestly, I just need some time alone right now. I'm sorry.
So are we like outside, like in grass? Like I'm assuming, like where the tents.
No, you're in her tent right now.
But like, is it like on grass? Like, or where?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
like I like bend down and I cast Druidcraft to like make like a flower like appear. So I like pick it up and then I like give it to her. Do not worry, fair maiden. We will take care of everything. And I like give it to her and I bow and then I take my leave.
And she's like, I don't remember the last time I got a flower. She's just like a little tear, like, well, goodbye. And then she's like, you guys are walking out, and she just closes the door. And all right. So, where you gonna go next?
I think we should.
Well, we have to talk to Phineas, right, to try and get in the show. Like, he's our number one suspect, so it's just kind of a conundrum here.
Well, I think we should. Yeah.
I say we talk to Phineas and see about trying to get into that.
Yeah, and then I can use my status as a healer just to make sure we're at least attached in that direction.
Okay. All right, so y'all head over, and you see the tent and the door to Phineas' room, but right in front of the door is a Goliath man, 6'9", Russus. You just see him, like, arms crossed, guarding the door.
My gaze slowly goes all the way up.
Oh, yeah.
Russus. Who are you? He says.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
How tall did you say he is?
He's a wait, what did you say?
Oh,
how tall is he?
He's like 6'9".
Hold on, real quick.
Okay.
How tall are all of us? I'm 4'2".
I'm
6'2".
I think I'm like 5
I'm 2.5.
I'm like 6 foot.
It's really funny.
I'm gonna walk up or hop up to him and be like, hello there, little man. Please let us by.
Literally.
Fah-lah.
So you just see,
I tap his ankle.
You see Uthar just try to like hold back laughter by coughing.
You just see him like laughing. Puny rabbit. And he's like, begin to like laugh out loud and just don't make me stomp on you, you puny little thing.
I would love for you to
immediately
try.
go up to Olavaris. I immediately go to Olavaris. Please calm down.
He called me little.
Does anybody on the party speak giant? I don't think so. Does anyone?
No.
I don't think so.
No, I don't.
No.
Okay, because yeah. All right, cool. What? I Rutsis, who you?
I'm Fah-lah.
I Breanor, healer.
Why you here?
Be in the circus.
To offer our services to the circus.
Okay. He kind of looks at the rest of y'all. Can I help you?
Yes.
We've already been.
Get out of our way.
No one
How
speaks
do we do
Phineas.
Olavaris.
Olavaris. I take Olavaris to the side and just persuade him to calm down so we can talk to the
Dude,
giant.
I was going to go up to him and pick him up so we could tell it to his face. Did I do that?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Rett's just got Olavaris. Oh no.
He literally stomped
He
his
squashed
butt.
him like he
gone.
said he would.
Olavaris. I use Revivify.
And he goes back to use Revival.
Oh man, look at that. Olavaris, how does it feel to come back from the dead?
Oh my
I don't even know what happened.
And he said, Phineas,
Olavaris.
Master Phineas needs sleep. You
Olavaris. And
go
I literally
away.
tap on my shoulder to tell him to, as like a sign to like get up here to talk to him in face to face.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop up there.
Yeah.
I'm shaking my head. My eyes are wide. I'm like, this is a bad idea.
Wait, so y'all are about the same height, right? You said he's about 8 feet tall, so you're 6 feet tall plus 2 feet. So y'all are about the same
6'9".
height
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
No, now I'm looking down on him, right?
I
Yeah,
guess
he's
so.
6'9".
About that.
I look down and I'm like, listen, little one. We are going to come through that door. We
hand
are
on my-
hired by him. So we need to speak to him.
No. He just laughs. But you can make a persuasion check if you want.
Can I make an intimidation check?
Sure, make an intimidation check.
I speak into
that's a 10.
Olavaris' mind. I speak into Olavaris' mind. If he doesn't move, I go below, you go high.
And he goes, this puny rabbit talk me? No, sir. Leave unless, what do you want?
We need to ask him if we can be in the circus. Please.
Yeah, we want jobs.
We want y'all.
He is asleep. What can I do for you?
Could you schedule us
Can
in the
you
circus?
Master Phineas will not talk anyone.
You speak English?
He sleeps. He speaks broken common.
Can you use persuasion? Can you wake him up? We need to talk to him about the shadow and needing a healer for your circus.
No, Master Phineas, strict orders.
I punch him. Right in the face. I'm just typing
I
it.
was holding back saying that I slapped him. So
I step.
I just punch him right
hey,
in the
when you
gut.
punch him in the
Roll
gut, I'm gonna follow your orders and I'm gonna hit him in the face.
Right.
I'm just gonna like
Roll.
I step
Go
to
ahead
the
and roll.
side.
I'm like freaking
just,
out.
I'm just unarmed striking.
Y'all all are doing this?
I step to the side.
I'm just like,
18.
I'm
I'm not
chilling.
getting involved.
I
I'm
think we're
pacing.
chilling.
I'm pacing. I'm like,
A
oh my
5.
god. No.
So Olavaris does hit.
It's just 4.
So you got, what did
4.
you get here? You said 18
oh,
though, no?
I got an 18 to hit. I'm in it's just 4.
Oh,
it's
got you 4. You so how are you? How are you hitting him?
I'm just like slapping him across the face.
Dude, wait, aren't you a rabbit? Isn't it like little furry paws?
Yes.
Like, how does that like
Yes.
Well, what about his claws? So you literally are looking down at him and you begin to go with like your claws, like just scratching at him.
I feel
And
like
then-
this is such like a Groot and Rocket situation.
He literally grabs your hands like, puny rabbit, let go. Like literally, he's gonna, let's see. All right.
I feel like you're about to get thrown super far.
16.
That hit. That's exactly my AC.
Let's see. He's pretty much gonna just throw you like to the other side. Let's see.
Hey, I
Does
cast.
AC go to the descender?
I cast hold person.
I don't know how you do it. Yeah, how you do AC.
What JT?
I
Does
cast
AC
hold.
go to the defender?
No.
Does it? I can't remember.
I thought it goes to the attacker.
I thought it always goes to defender.
I
One at a time.
play to the attacker, so
I've always played attacker.
We can do whatever.
Well, he just throws you to
All right.
like just out of his face into the ground. And let's see.
Hey, I cast
Just
hold
take
person on the bodyguard.
What was it?
Hold person. He has to make a wisdom saving throw.
this guy seems really wise.
Oh.
So
What does that do if he fails?
Nat 1. So, well, Micah, your character got 2 points damage when he threw you out, though.
Nice.
Threw you down. Well, so what does that do?
So now that he failed it, he's paralyzed, and we can go around him or
Just walk right by him.
whatever. It's a concentration spell for me.
Well, so you're he's right at the door, so you're gonna have to move him.
I'm going to go in between his legs.
I'm gonna like shove him to the ground just to get him out of the way.
Y'all are chaos.
This is
I like walk
And then when
over
I shove
him and
him to
I
the
just say,
ground-
"I'm so sorry."
I kick him
like
literally in the
we
gut.
do.
I just lean down and whisper, "I'm so sorry."
And then I lead him down and I say, "I'm not."
Oh my God.
So, are y'all open? Who's opening the door?
With
I
first.
thought Olavaris.
Yeah,
was, 'cause
yeah, I
he
am.
walked
You open the
between
door?
his legs.
I walked
All right,
between his
so
legs.
the minute you
Yeah.
touch the doorknob, an alarm spell goes off that was casted on the door. And so it's a really loud noise, bell noise being played. And immediately Phineas opens it and says, it's like literally like you tell he just woke from sleep. Please come back tomorrow. I'm sleeping right now, but again, thank you all for your help. And slams the door. And goes
Okay, I'm
back
going to open
and
the
locks
door
it up
again.
He
Oh.
locked it again, but yeah.
Can we leave a note?
You
on
can.
the bodyguard guy. It's just like
I was at the same on the Goliath.
Let's leave a note and tell him we're so sorry, but can we be in the circus?
Well, Rutsis is not the bodyguard. He's he's also
Yeah, he's
performing.
like the heavy lifting guy.
How hurt is Ructus?
I mean, he's not really that.
He's just
hurt.
paralyzed,
I mean, it was
right?
just yeah.
I didn't know after the flurry of attacks how
Oh.
damaged he
4 damage.
I mean, let's see. He probably has disadvantage. I would give him disadvantage since he's on the ground. Let's see. Disadvantage. Okay. So 13 was where he went. Does that hit for anybody who hit him?
What's happening?
What?
What happened?
Is that what y'all are?
I'm just asking how
Backtrack.
hurt is he?
Oh, I mean, you could just tell there's like a little tear like coming out of his like like eye from that moment that y'all are just like, but like not because of like he's sad, but because like the like when you're stung, you know, kind of like that like wincing pain thing.
Mm.
How long does that last?
1 minute.
Okay. I mean, I would say at this point, it's probably like you'll have probably 20 seconds left.
Let's quickly write a note and stick it to him.
Okay, do we have a place
While you're
to
writing
stay?
the note, oh, go ahead.
Do we have a tent we're staying in, or are we like having to go to town? Like, what is did Phineas tell us? Like, did I miss it?
He did not tell you anything.
Oh, he
He
literally
just kinda-
just said talk to you tomorrow. He just never told us if we could stay
All right,
somewhere.
I finished the note. I'm going to stick it on him.
Okay. At this point, he kind of is now awake. Ugh. Go away. Are y'all not asking him anything?
I like
or are you
walk
just
up to
gonna let
him and I say, "Friend, is there anywhere we can rest tonight?"
You think I help you?
Yes, and then I like do a really big smile, and then I roll persuasion.
Oh my gosh. Go ahead and roll.
16.
Why you 16?
Yeah.
He says, I may know someplace. Why you want to talk to Phineas, Master Phineas?
We are trying to assist in the capture of the shadow that keeps plaguing you guys. We're trying to figure out what's going on and figure out how we can help.
Ah, yes, bad shadow. It is evil. It must be stopped.
That's why we're here.
Yes. Well, Master Phineas, and best master there is. What a guy.
Well, we would love to talk to him more, but since he's sleeping now, we'll talk to him tomorrow. Would you mind telling
I
us?
remember my childhood when I was a young boy. He just like
we
begins to
do not care.
reflect.
Good sir.
He doesn't even listen to you. He just keeps talking. You see, I was bullied as a small, weak child. I suffered very much
I walk away.
until the moment
I walk up.
I also
I
walk
ran away and was found by the Taylor brothers.
I walk up to him and I pat him.
As he did not want,
They're
I did
there.
not want to hunt other living creatures. He just keeps going as you all are like leaving at this point.
Can I want to offer him, hey, can I offer you a prayer to my God?
No, puny man. Puny man, leave.
Hey,
Small man, I strong, you weak. He just like starts laughing.
Fair enough. I will keep my prayers for my God to myself.
All right, so y'all are heading out.
again.
Are y'all?
Where can we sleep? Is there a tent anywhere?
Yeah, you guys left him.
I'm still there because I don't know where I'm going.
At this point, you guys see Glay kind of walking on the along side of behind the tent towards her quarters. And are y'all still here?
Apparently,
We're actually trying to
We need a place to
join
sleep.
your circus for tomorrow.
Yes. We have a tent on that side. If you guys just want to sit there, and you can sleep there if you want. There's like 2 cots in it. If you guys want to, I mean, it's your tent. I mean, if you guys want to sleep there, we have
Is there a tree
luscious
nearby?
grass. You could look around. There's a
Look for a
couple of
tree.
trees around.
is there a tree?
I like walk off to go find a tree so I can climb it and sleep. Night, guys.
Who's taking the tent?
I'll take the
I'll go to the tent.
All right, so that's
I'll
2
go to
cots
the
in there.
tent, but I'm
Alright.
just gonna lay on the ground.
All right,
I'll go to the tent. I'm just going to have my bedroll out and just sleep on it.
all right, cool. All right, y'all go ahead and go to sleep. And y'all wake up the next morning, and the next morning, actually, you find you hear kind of already people walking around, about getting ready. So what do y'all do?
I do my morning stretches and prepare for the day. Limber up, as the great Helm tells us to.
At that point, y'all hear a knock at your door.
I go to answer it. While
You
he's,
see
see him doing limber.
you see
stretches
Bogut
back.
at the door. We moved the show up, so I need y'all to go ahead and we're gonna get situated down at the floor if you want to practice your acts, whatever y'all need. We're gonna start in about an hour or so. So, and y'all know we got some food right by outside the tent of just some goodies if y'all need some food. And he kind of
So
gives you a nod and
after I get done limbering, I'm gonna go get some food, eat it, and then walk around the inside and the outside of the tent to kind of get an idea of what's happening.
Do we know what our act is? Like, have we talked about this, guys? Like, what are we doing?
No, we
well, at that point, I guess JT's Breanor is already out.
I'm
Walking
a healer. I got
yeah, so he's going outside the tent. What you're basically seeing, there's for your breakfast, they had like different fruits and bread and some goodies, fresh bread, fresh bagels and muffins and those kind of stuff out there. And you also see just kind of all the other performers, starting to stretch or also kind of wake up from their tent. You see Rutz's kind of walking over to get his food and stuff like that. And yeah, and so you see people starting to buy tickets also at the ticket booth. So you see a lot of that kind of, a lot of crew sweeping or cleaning, moving boxes around.
As I'm walking around, can I do an investigation check?
Sure.
See if I notice anything. Again with a nat 20.
I went straight to the food.
Jeez, man.
Don't waste your good rolls. Combat.
From what you can tell, you don't really see much of anything on the outside of the tent at all. Just kind of nothing really piques an interest that's questionable.
What about the inside?
The inside's the same. I mean, it's a typical circus. There's nothing around that would really cause any alarm. Other than pretty much your normal circus equipment and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, cool. What is everyone else doing?
Eating.
We should probably figure out what kind of acts we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Marcus, you brought up that you want to be a lion.
Yeah, so I have two options. If Mary will allow the lion thing, that is something we could do. Or I could be a falcon master. Whichever way we want to play this, I'm fine either way.
Yeah.
I was thinking of using my gem flight and creating the flying Drake master. And so summoning my Drake, and then I fly. I can only fly for a minute, but it's still spectacle. And if I launch, I could shoot arrows, and my Drake turns it into electricity, and so it does electric damage, but or lightning damage. And so I thought about having some targets, maybe some balloons or something like that I shoot with electricity.
Cool, that's awesome. Are y'all discussing this in the tent, in your tent, or are y'all discussing this?
I would like to discuss it in the tent.
Yeah, that's not what I was thinking too.
At that point, Fah-lah, are you back with the group at this point?
Yeah, I have like my hands full of grapes, and I'm just like eating while listening.
But if the lion thing is going to happen, then I can just change the Drake to.
It's Mary's call. Are you going to allow me to do it or no?
I'm gonna allow it just for today. Why not? At that point, y'all see Glay kind of walking up towards y'all, and she has a little muffin in her hand, just kind of chewing it. Good morning, she says to all y'all. I think you have the door a little cracked as Fah-lah was walking in with her grapes. Good morning, friends. I hope everyone's dressed. She has like her hands covered with like the muffin. Yes. Awesome. I am so glad that y'all are here. And again, if y'all need any help, I would love to help with anything that you all need. Do y'all know if y'all need any help to figure out your acts?
I will be going and speaking to Rudsa soon about our act.
Oh, perfect. Sweet. If you ask for help, this is DM Mary. If you ask for help, you gain a advantage on your performance checks for the next 24 hours. So,
okay, yeah, that sounds good. Wait, okay, guess talking to you guys, is anybody wanting to partner up with me on this whole lion thing, or do I need to get like one of those guys to be my tamer? Like, how's that playing out?
I'll partner up with you.
Do you? All right. Cool.
Yeah, we can talk to the illusion guy and then figure out some cool ways that he may be able to help us out with it.
Word.
Yeah, and my plan is just to stand off to the side and act as a support in case anyone gets hurt.
I'm going to ask her if I can ask an audience member to come up so I can throw knives at them.
Oh.
Who are you gonna ask for help on that? We got so Bogas is illusionist, is the illusionist. Acrobats is Tasha, strongman's Rutsis. But I would definitely suggest don't do any of their acts because you're just gonna make them a little angry. But yeah, there's a lot of different suggestions if y'all are interested. So let's see. Fah-lah, you're a ranger. So rangers are actually great for his beast tame. They're a beast tamer, or by showing prowess with weapons, or by casting spells with visual impact. That's kind of like some things that you can do for your thing. So
I was thinking of just throwing.
That's literally what it says on here,
so I can keep an eye on things. So I'm not.
Jess wants to have like some audience member spinning around on a circle while she throws knives at them. That's what she wants.
All right. Sweet.
Says the girl that
showing
doesn't
prowess
want
with
to kill
weapons.
people
There you
illegally.
go.
No.
All right. Well,
Good.
go ahead. Yeah. And so Glay's kind of like, all right, well, thank y'all. Go ahead and ask everyone, and then let us know, and we'll start in about like I know originally I think we said originally an hour, but we're probably going to start around an hour and a half by the time everyone gets in, in the circus, and it's going to be a great show. We're going to do it. Y'all are going to capture the shadow and everything's going to be great. All right. See y'all later. And you just see her like just kind of skip out and just leave. So where y'all going?
I'd like to find Redsis.
Okay. So y'all go ahead and you find let's see. So are you leaving the tent now? Kind of heading towards.
Yeah, I will. I'll leave. But
all right. So y'all don't have to. When you leave, we'll start with yours anyway. So when you leave the tent, you immediately start heading towards the main tent because you see Redsis currently downing on a bunch of the food at the table. Ah, delicious. Yes. Ah, get in belly. And just like eating all the food.
Okay, I'll walk up to him. I'll be like, hello, sir. It's nice to see you
small
again.
Rabbit with claws.
Yes, that is correct. Listen, I know that your act has something to do with your strength, and I like air quote whenever I say that. I'm like, that being said, I think your act could only get better if there was two of us. So I will lift whatever you lift, and whoever does it better will get to keep the act.
I don't know, puny man. You are you're samurai fighter?
Yeah, fighter.
Well, I mean, you can slice fruit in midair if you really want to, or quickly pick it with a bow or hitting another fruit with it. There's lots of fruits here you can use.
Or I can show you up in your strength.
Do you want to fight right now?
No, I'd like to do it in front of a crowd and show. Are you afraid to show how weak you are in front of everybody?
Beauty man. Let's do a strength check right now. Arm wrestling. Here we go. Come on. And literally, like he grabs the table, throws all the food on the ground, and literally puts his arm like that. All right, arm wrestling. Do you accept?
Yeah. Yes, but I don't know. We need something for my arm to rest on because the length isn't quite the same.
He grabs like another stool. Stand on stool. Thanks. Fine.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead and for the first one, we're just going to do athletic check for both of us. So go ahead and do an athletic check.
14.
He also got 14. So, so y'all are both there, big, basically giant, holding your hand and I'm doing this on purpose, and y'all
yes,
just nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. All right, let's make another roll again. Oh, nat 20. You got a nat 20.
Oh, I got a 22 total.
So he literally grabs your hand and whoosh, and like literally smacks it where it's like through the table completely. Winner! Winner! I am strong, you little man, weak. Here, eat some grapes for strength. And he like shoves the grapes in your mouth.
Yes.
And he kind of walks away.
Here, but you didn't beat me in front of people.
Puny man. And just like laughs off eating his food. Walks off.
Okay. I'm done. You can cut to someone else.
All right. Let's see. Marcus.
Yeah.
Iridi, what are you doing?
So I think Jord'n and I were going to talk to the illusionist, right? And then what you said we were wanting to go talk to for our act.
Yeah, see if he has any ideas.
Yeah. All right, cool. So y'all head out. Are you guys? Where are y'all heading right now? Like, where do you want to find or look around to find them?
You said there are already people buying tickets.
Yeah. So I mean, everyone's kind of around. He might be in his, his tent, or he might be inside the main tent. So
Yeah, I was gonna say.
the circus tent's not open yet.
Yeah, I was like, why don't we just go
Okay,
check
let's-
out his tent? I guess that's a good place to start.
Yeah, let's go to his tent.
Yeah. So you see him in there, and you see him down on the floor, just kind of practicing some illusion of spells of disappearing objects and reappearing objects, and anyway, yeah, he's down there. Y'all walking down, and you meet up with him, and he sees y'all. Ah, yes. Have y'all decide what y'all gonna do?
Well, we actually had the idea of a lion taming act. So I actually am planning on transforming into a lion, and with the help of my dear friend here, we are going to put on a show for these lovely folks, and we would like your help in making it as grand and as spectacular as we can imagine.
Well, that's interesting. What animal do you turn into?
Rar, a lion.
A lion. All right. Have you turned into a lion before?
Once or twice. It's not my specialty, but it can be done. So yeah, we're doing it.
Ah, yes. All right. Yeah, Druid man yourself.
Yep.
Yes.
So
All right.
do you have any ideas for us? Anything that could
Let's see now.
wow?
Well, and if y'all have other magical abilities, or
I have thaumaturgy.
I don't think I can do magic while I'm in lion form. Can I? Is that a thing?
probably no. It'd just be your lion.
I think if you're like level 18,
Gotcha.
20, you may be able to.
Yeah. So, I would just try to, use thaumaturgy. Yeah, definitely. Use some. It's all about perception.
Rings of
So
fire.
it's always do some. Honestly, do as much. That would be great. You can just make a ring of fire if you wanted to, and lion jumping through it. So I mean, it's like a dog show. You just do little tricks you can, and what I would do, sir, I would not let them even see you transform that way. Are you aware of your surroundings?
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm gonna sell it pretty hard. Trust, I got that. Trust me.
All right then. Well, yeah, you guys got a good act. I'm excited to see it. Hopefully,
Wait. Is there like a cage or something that we can put up front, like where people buying tickets, so that I can just like be up there so that they see like a live lion?
Because we haven't really used animals around here yet. That might be a question for Glay. Glay may know if we have any in storage or any in our box carts. If there's anyone maybe folded up there, you might be able to conjure one up. If anyone's able to conjure something, I can do that for you, or whatever y'all need. There might be some broken ones around. You might be able to check that out. So, yeah.
Okay. As I don't think I could conjure something like that. I don't have any of those spells. So if you had any ideas or were able to do that, that would be awesome. If not, I can go check around and try and find something.
Yeah, I would just ask Glay. She knows a little bit more about all that. So yeah. Cool beans. All right, and then if you excuse me, I'm gonna keep practicing. But yeah, y'all go ahead and practice or whatever y'all need to do. So then he just kind of keeps going. So while y'all are doing that, all right, Breanor, what are you doing?
Just hanging around, just keeping an eye on things, and
so you're not gonna do an act.
No, I'm gonna keep an eye out for the shadow and be prepared if anyone needs to be healed.
All right. Fah-lah. Where you going?
I am going to go find a spinny board for my person.
All right. Are you asking anyone for help?
I'm probably going to go and ask, I forgot her name already.
Tasha?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so you see Tasha towards... She's stretching on the side of the stage, a little bit there and just kind of doing some cartwheels and just stretching out there. So you see her there. You're approaching her, and then she catches you as she just completed a backhand. And yes. How can I help you? Are you finding everything okay?
Yeah, I do have a question. Do you have a spinny board where I can throw daggers?
We might. Let me see if we have anything here. So she you see her walking towards the back, and at least, not the back, but like the side where they have like different storage and some boxes, and she opens them up. Let me see if there's anything here. See, she kind of going through it. You said a dart board, like it's like a cardboard or just what exactly are you looking for again?
It's a wheel that spins. It's pretty big, and you can fit a person on it.
Huh. Well, actually, we did do something like that a couple acts ago. Let me see. So she goes on another box, and she's able to find one there. But it's in 3 pieces, so you just got to connect it together. Like, oh, here it is. So yeah, you just need to put it together here, but it's in 3 pieces, so I'm just gonna latch it on and should work. I mean, we haven't used it in a long time, so who are you putting up there? What act are you doing?
Throwing knives at people. I'm really good at it, though.
You've done this before, okay?
Very much.
So who are you asking to do that?
Anyone who wants to volunteer.
Who's going to volunteer for that?
Does it not seem like a liability issue? But you know what? Might as well ask Phineas if you really want to. You don't have to make every mark on that one. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, good luck. She kind of just waves at you.
Bye.
All right.
Thank you.
At this point, you see kind of Glay approach. Oh, everyone, gather around. And are y'all ready? Are y'all excited? Everything's all situated? You got it all figured out?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, super excited. So we're about to start actually in a little bit. So the crowd looks like is like I gotta get my spots, but yep, we're gonna go ahead and roll curtain. So if y'all wanted to stand by the sidelines, and then if you're let's see, is everybody performing? Who's not performing?
I am not performing.
Okay, sweet. Let's see. All right, perfect. All right, so you see her like, all right, I'll see y'all soon. And so she goes over and starts collecting tickets, and you guys are waiting there. You begin to see a lot of the crowd begin to enter the circus, and the circus stands are just beginning to be filled with people. And so
as people are coming in, can I do a perception check to see if I recognize anyone from the day before?
Sure.
16.
You pretty much recognize a lot of the folks, and it's because interest has only gone up because of what happened, and so people are starting to talk. People want to see the shadow at this point, so you see the crowd begin to fill even more than normal. Like it's beginning to fill up pretty quickly than the night before. And so, what's the order that y'all are doing this? Who's going first?
You want to go first?
Yeah, I can go first.
Mark it. Okay, cool.
All right.
Go after Marcus?
Yeah, I'm down for whatever. Doesn't matter.
Cool.
So wait, Micah, are you doing like an actual act with him since you lost the thing, or no?
Oh, my plan is to still go out there when he goes out there. Yeah,
okay.
100%.
I'll assist you, Olavaris. I think I have something. I'll speak. my magic spell is able to have me speak 3 times louder than usual, and so I'm going to announce you as you come out.
Yes.
Talk about how you
announces after your act ends.
All right. Sweet. Okay. Let's go ahead and start the show. So, as the show starts, so we'll I'll call y'all out, whoever goes first through y'all's thing. So you guys are probably going to go first, and then we'll have the other acts follow. So the show is beginning to start, and so you see like the music begin to start up, and also the drums begin to start, and the whole light thing again, and you see Phineas come out from the middle and out into the stage. Welcome all, and our ladies and gentlemen, do we have a show for you tonight? And as we have advertised, we have some new performances and new performers that is happening tonight. You do not want to miss it. All the way from, if you are going to be taming, can you tame a lion? That is a question. Or will you survive darts and swords and knives being thrown at you? That is the question. Well, this and more tonight on our show. You do not want to miss it. And first and foremost, let us go ahead and start. And welcome to the circus. And like at this point, the music goes even more louder, and like everyone like that. And you see, I guess a lot of confetti and a lot of celebrations happening around the show. And you hear some people in the audience, we want to see the shadow, begin to like some like even throughout the whole of the introduction. So, all right. So he goes, all right, 2 wonders of the world. And then he begins to, he looks at over at y'all. All right, our first act. Who's our first act?
Me.
All right. Our first act, you do not want to miss this. Please welcome the incredible Fah-lah! A round of applause. And so he walks off, and the spotlight immediately is following you towards the middle. So take it away.
And I'm like skipping like happily to the middle, and I say, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Fah-lah. Thank you so much for coming today. Can I have a volunteer, please?
And you see like a little girl raise her hand, one of the kids.
And I'm like, I get excited because like someone actually volunteered, because I wasn't really thinking.
Do you like have
you see like this like
stuff like
yes,
this little
yes, I do. So I'm
like this little like probably you see this little elf in the front row with like pigtails, just raising her hands like me, choose me, mom, point at me. She's like yelling, and you see a lot of other like young boys also like choose me, like just it's usually kids, because a lot of adults are like not trying to make eye contact at all at you. Yeah. So who are you gonna choose?
I'll choose the little girl. Come on up.
And so
as this girl is coming down, I perk up and kind of get ready for the worst.
this little girl, like the little girl, when you point at her, she looks at her mom, and her mom's like, go ahead, sweetie, go ahead, and then the girl's like skipping down, and she's so nervous, and she's just like, she has like pigtails and like this like really pretty like cute red dress with the cute like red slippers, and she's probably
I put
around
my hands on my knees,
7.
and
She's like 7, probably 7 years
so
old.
Cute. I love your dress.
Thank you, she says. She just giggles to herself and like looks around at everybody.
Now I need you to step up here onto this wheel, okay? I'm going to lock you in place safely.
And she's like, kind of looks at you, okay. And so she steps up, and you see her struggling to get up on the.
I go and help her, and then I help her latch on so she can hold on to the little wheels things. So as I'm doing that, I'm telling her, okay, sweetie. Now, important thing is stay. Stay very still and hold on. It's going to be like a little ride.
She's about to kill a kid.
So you see, like,
Like, show
some of
us.
the one that absolutely hates killing people is about to kill a kid.
I'm very confident in my tools.
So
We could play.
some of y'all,
Literally impossible for this kid to die.
so we all look over to the mom, and the mom is starting to like, she's fine now. Are you taking out the your cart full of knives?
It's like,
I have them strapped around my belt, like a little,
All right.
like a little.
So as you begin to really fumble it and starting to get your knives ready, the mom notices. She's like, you just see her smile go like this from like, oh no, just down completely, like, and she's kind of begins to have this worried look on her face. But all right, take it away.
Okay, so I'm gonna attach a apple that I glue to this little thing, and I'm gonna stick it on your head. Okay, so you just stay still and hold on.
Okay. And so you put it on her
So I
head.
attach
it's right
it,
there.
and then I give her a little wink, and I'm like, "This could be so fun."
At this point, the crowd is like clapping, but at this point, when they see the apple, you just hear like the applause begin to die a little down.
So I spin her like how you do like in Jeopardy, like the spinning wheel thing. Not fast though. That's important. Not fast.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll. Make a performance check, and you have advantage since you asked for help.
here.
What are you doing? I can't see.
How many throws are you doing?
Probably 3.
Okay.
3's a good number.
All
hope it
right.
works.
Performance. First throw.
14.
16.
16.
And then.
All right. And the second one? All right.
Nat 20.
22.
Yeah, there you go.
Nat 20. Oh.
Nice. All right. How does it look?
So I'm like dancing with my blades, and I flip them over, and then she comes around, and I see the apple, and I aim for it.
Immediately you hit the knife, and as it's twisting, it like hits right at the apple, and you just hear complete silence in the moment that you're throwing it, and the minute it hits the apple, cheers like, yeah! You just hear the whole like applaud
I'm like,
over everyone on the audience.
Thank you.
All
Are
right.
you throwing any more, or was that it?
No, I gotta throw some more.
You just hear the little girl. I feel sick. She just keeps spinning over.
I yell out, just hold on. I just got 2 more throws.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Oh my God.
You see the mom just standing up at this point.
While they're doing that, I whisper to someone around me to get me some water for the girl.
Yes, sir. Yes, I'll get some
All
water
right.
for you.
Where are you
He went to go
aiming
get some
on
water
this
for
one?
you.
'Cause you just hit the apple. Like,
I'm
you just-
aiming.
He passes you the water.
I'm aiming above the apple, so like
Thank you.
they're gonna
I'll
line
grab
up.
it.
Okay. So
All right, go ahead and roll.
7.
19.
19.
And then. Okay, yeah, that was a 4 for the
Four. I'm glad you had it. 19 it is. All right, so go ahead.
And so as she's yelling, I think I'm gonna be sick. I'm like, just hold it in, just 1 second. And then I flick the dagger, and it goes straight above the other knife, directly above.
And then perfect hit right there. And so you hear again the crowd begin to cheer. Yeah. And the mom's like, you can see her shoulders begin to relax. Okay, she knows what she's doing. She's fine. She's fine. Like, all right, last
You're doing one
one.
more?
Yeah.
You can't. All right. Performance.
15.
Roll again. Performance.
Where
The
am
+2.
I? Right here.
Nah, 20.
All right, 22.
Oh my God.
Perfect. All right, so at this point, as you throw it, it slices the knife into the back of the board, completely bend the apple, and perfect hit. And so you just hear again the crowd like stand up, and at this point, the wheel has already kind of began to slow down, and so are you getting up to take her out?
Yeah. So I'm bowing as I go, and then I run up to her, and then I undo the things, and I set her down, and I'm like, you did so good. Now don't throw up.
You see Master Phineas come out. Round of applause for Fah-lah. Please take a bow. Both of you all take a bow. wow, congratulations, that was great, never doubted you. And so
and as the girl's making her way, I discreetly make my way to her, give her the water.
and her mom, she takes the water, drinks it, and she looks at her mom. Mom, that was so much fun. Can I do it again? And her mom's like, no. And so they just like sit back down, and she just holds her. All right, who's up next?
Marcus.
I guess it's us.
All right. Let's see. All right. Well, get ready for this next act, folks, because you do not want to miss this. Well, we have Sir Uthar, and with the Lion of Death. And so then he claps, and then, all right, take it away.
So as he says that, I use thaumaturgy. I don't know how to pronounce it. But Thaumaturgy. So yeah, use thaumaturgy to start saying and projecting my my voice 3 times louder, saying, "How many of you have had the courage to defeat a lion? And yet how many of you have had the courage, no, the audacity to tame a lion?"
The crowd goes wild.
While he's doing that, I use thaumaturgy as well to flicker lights.
The crowd's
there we go.
the crowd is just like everyone, like you see all the kids
And
like,
as
wow.
How many of you was willing to stand down death and say, "No, you will obey me"? And I use it to fling open all of like the kind of the windows and doors open. And as I do that, I have my gem flight on. So I have like basically these magical wings going on, and I fly in through the window or through the door. And then I fly up to the top and say, "I don't know about you, but I am the one who will." And I fly down, and just the magical wings go away. And I say, "Now come forth, death. I challenge thee."
The crowd is just yelling at this point.
As the lions, I telepathically talk to Marcus and say, "All right, now's your cue."
So I guess like I'm kind of like
as he comes out,
I'm like out behind, and so I like come like walking into like the middle stage, and I like kind of like walk out and then just like jump and then just like let out like a loud like just like loud roar, just like
as Marcus jumps. As Marcus jumps, I cause the ground to rumble.
Wow. But everyone at this point, like a lot of the kids, like kind of like a little scared at this point. They go, like a little scared. And like, you kind of see them begin to like maybe like try to squeeze into the second row versus the first row.
I like start to like pace around the outside of the arena, like starting to kind of get closer towards like the front row. And I'm kind of like looking at like all the people as I'm like walking by. Just kind of like swaying and like walking around.
I dive over in front of him once he gets a little bit too close to the front row, and I say, "Halt, death! I will not have you get near these innocent people. Back!"
I jump back and then like snarl.
And then I'll have kind of the rings of fire start to come out and say, "How many of you would like for this man, this beast, to purify this fire?" And as
everyone's
I do that,
yelling, "Yeah!"
I ask thaumaturgy to change the color of the fire to blue.
Ooh.
And so I say, "Every time he goes through the fire, he purifies it. Now, death, do as I command."
Yeah.
So I like start to kind of like walk over like towards where the rings are, and I like look over, like as I'm like walking to the rings, I like look over at you, and then I like try to like kind of pounce at you and like try and swipe really quick, just to like catch you off guard to see what you do.
I'll do that, and you see me shoot up into the air. I use my dragon's breath, which is force, and so I just shoot a massive amount of force up in the air and say, "Hail!"
I like shriek back, and then I like start to like walk over to the fire.
At this point, the crowd is just like screaming and just like, "Oh my God! Yeah! Kill the lion!" Someone yells out.
God, no, don't kill the lion. I'm like shaking my head no.
understands me.
So I like go over to the first ring and I jump through the ring of fire.
All right, so you jump through the ring of fire. Sounds like a song that we know. You jump through it, and immediately, like, you go through and go ahead and roll for performance.
All right. Gosh, my performance is a -1, by the way.
He also gets advantage because we asked for help.
15. So 15.
15. All right. You make it just in time, and like it's a simple jump through, and so you're fine, and the crowd's like, yeah, like going crazy.
Nice. All right.
As he does that, the blue flame turns to normal color.
Nice.
Ooh, cool. So then I go
Nice,
up to the next one to go jump through that one.
All right, and go ahead and roll for that.
Okay. So 15 again.
15 again. So I'm glad you got advantage. So you jump through, and you are able to go through it perfectly. And I guess the crowd is just like amazed that this lion is so tamed.
All right. And so now I'm walking up to the
Is there
third
one more or no?
Yeah, I think there was 3, right?
Yeah. All right, third one. Go ahead and roll.
All right, here we go. Oh, 12. Oh gosh, a 12. Oh, very.
So as you approach this final one, because you're not used to always being in a lion's body, you kind of trip a little. You still get through it, but you singe the end of your tail, where it has a little fire at the end of the tail. At this point, what are you doing?
Okay, so I like immediately start freaking out. I'm like, ah! And I'm like running around the arena, like rolling around on the floor trying to put the fire out.
You just hear like the screams of the audience, ah! like freaking out. Anyone helping you? You're alone.
I'm trying to think of what I can do. I'll use...
You see the same guy who gave JT a bottle of water, give you the water. Can you do something about it? And hands you the water.
I'll get the water, and I say, dear friends, you see the danger of taming death.
I imagine I'm like butt scooting across the floor, like with tail under my butt, trying to put it out on the sand.
And I'll use a thaumaturgy to like constantly change the color of it to try to rescue this mishap of a performance.
All right, so as you guys are doing that, Master Phineas comes out. What an amazing performance! Round of applause to our performers. Yes. All right, and next up, you do not want to miss our amazing strongman, Russas! Yeah, the scream. You see, like some of the other like half giants and having a sign that says his name on it. Oh my gosh! Like screaming, you know. And then he comes out and says, yes, welcome, I'm here. You have come to see me and only me. I have a show for you today. As you see, I have brought in a horse. A horse. Can any one man lift? I don't think so. And he's like walking over to like the horse at this point.
As he does that, I use my thaumaturgy to boom my voice 3 times as much and say, no, but one creature can. The strong, the impossible to beat.
Who's that?
Almighty, powerful, stronger than any creature ever, Olavaris.
Yeah, I walk out.
What? And he sees you, rabbit. And you see kind of everyone's kind of a little confused, and even Phineas in the back's like, who just hijacked this?
I'm leaning against the pole, just shaking my head. I'm like, oh gosh.
Strong. I dare not. I, as you see, audience, beat him earlier in an arm wrestling match. He just laughs.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna walk over to the horse, and I'm gonna try to lift the horse.
Wait, can you even lift it? Oh, wait, you're like,
All right,
Are you even tall enough to pick it up?
Trust me, I can fulcrum it.
oh my gosh, at this point, I almost want to say make a strength check. That's more of a strength check, bro.
Do you want me to do like a strength, just like a base strength check?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. 22.
All right. How does it? What does it look like?
I walk up to the horse and I just like grab both of its back legs as best I can, and I just lift it up, and somehow I lift it up above my head, 2.5 feet off the ground.
How long are you holding it? Or are you just kind of like lifting
no, I just
it and
kind of
dropping
pick it up, and then I just drop it.
And you see the horse kind of look back behind us, like what's happening, and like the crowd is literally losing it. People are standing up. People are like, "Wow!" like freaking out. You just see like the what's it called? Retsa's like looking at you, but then all of a sudden you see everyone scream, and everyone turns, and the shadow has appeared in the backstage entrance where Phineas is. So who right now is not performing? Who's in backstage right now?
I'm backstage.
Backstage still's a lion.
All right. For those who are there, I need y'all to make a roll initiative.
Oh.
Ooh.
And then for those of you who are not there, as Olavaris, you're on the middle of the ring, you can hear a lot of commotion and scream coming from the backstage entrance right now.
Gosh.
Mm,
I got a 9.
interesting.
All right.
That wasn't my initiative. I just rolled not for initiative, just to decide what I would do.
Let's see. All right.
So does this like shadow? Does he like see us? Like how I'm trying to like.
So all right. So at this point, the shadow just appeared in a blink as completely, and so but when it does, you know, it just appears in a blink. It was not like all of a sudden like it faded into. It was just like bam, it was there. And so at this point, you see Phineas, not you, and then he begins to cast heat metal on it, and so he cast it. Let's see. All right, some damage on that. So right now you see. Let's see.
So did you say he's like in the middle of the arena, or he's like at an exit?
No, so this is the backstage entrance.
So he's not
So
where all the like people can see him. It's just us.
The people are starting to leave at this point because they're starting to see a lot of kind of the commotion and hearing the commotion backstage. And so Retsis is right now, he's running to the aid on that side. And so he's right now trying to grapple the shadow to not let it escape. And so let me see if he succeeds. He does not succeed.
Can I help him?
Let's see. Where are you? Well, it's his turn right now, so he's going. Okay. Yeah. So he does not succeed. And so the shadow creature, let's see if I can describe it the best. So it's humanoid, medium humanoid. You can see it, that it has this like screeching, screaming, and pain in its voice, like I can't describe it as perfect way, but he's, you know, it has like a a grayish wavy hair. Here, I'm just gonna take a picture. I'll send the picture to y'all before I describe it. But it has like a hair that's kind of glowy, kind of purplish with a vest, a blue vest on with pants on, and so you see it's that's all you can really tell from it, from the shadow. But so right now, let's see who is up.
So whenever the guy tried to grapple him, so it has a physical body though that we can attack. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does. And so at that point, whenever they try to grapple it, Tasha is running over. Wait, let it go. And then that's when don't touch it. And so she's starting to see it for the first time. So, all right, who's up first? So Fah-lah, what are you doing?
I'm going to turn to Tasha and I'm going to be like, what do you mean don't touch it? We're supposed to capture it.
It looks like, I think it's Elgin. I think it's him. Just don't hurt him. Don't hurt him. Just, she has her dagger out though also. And she begins to attack Phineas at that point. And so Phineas, so they're kind of grappling right now. So what are you doing?
I'm going to try to get in the fray with that and try to hold her down, like pin her down to stop her.
So are you helping Phineas?
Yes, because we don't know what's going on, so we can't just let her kill him.
All right, so go ahead and see. Are you just grappling her or just holding her down? So go ahead and roll.
I'm trying to disarm her and put her arms behind her back.
Okay. All right, go ahead and see if it goes through.
8.
So it's
you're not
strength, right?
Do I have one?
Athletics.
But yeah, but it doesn't. You don't even.
Okay, so it's not even okay.
Yeah. And so you're not able to grapple her down, and she has her dagger, and she's just trying to really attempting to kill Phineas or just to knock him out. And at this point, so all right, let's see, we got Breanor. Breanor, what are you doing?
I'm going to cast Hold Person on the shadow.
Okay. So go ahead and roll.
And then it's a wisdom check.
Wisdom. All right.
He has to make a 15 or higher.
Yeah. Let's see. No, does not meet it. So you're able to cast it, and you just see the shadow just stay still and not move at that moment. So it's held for now. All right. Next person we got up is Marcus. Right? Yes.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to just start like running at the shadow dude, and I'm going to pounce on him. If the lion moves at least 20 feet straight towards a target right before hitting it with a claw attack, the target must succeed on a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Okay.
He's currently paralyzed.
Yeah.
That's the effect.
He's currently not doing anything.
Okay, so I'm just like wanting to like run and just like jump on top of him and kind of like pin him down.
All right. Let's see. You're just doing that. So, all right, just go ahead and roll then. See if you're able.
Okay.
I'll give him.
So I'm going to just roll a d20 and it's +3 for strength. So 16.
Okay. You're able to hold him down because the shadow hasn't been fighting. It's just been standing there.
Yeah. And then I like snarl at him and like there's like drool like kind of dripping like out of my fangs like as I'm just like there on top of him.
Okay. At this point, Phineas is able to get out of the hold of Tasha and begins to try to attack the shadow to kill it. And he turns to you all need to help me kill the shadow. Kill it. Will you help me kill it? And so he looks at y'all.
Not until we figure out what is actually going on here. No.
Is that everyone's?
I'm not there.
He's adamant in killing it.
No, I'm not going to
in favor
kill
of
something that could potentially be innocent.
Is he like running over to try and attack it?
No.
Well, in that case, and so he turns to Fah-lah, and not Fah-lah. Let's see, Marcus, and he casts. Let's see.
So he's attacking me?
Phineas is casting. Where is it? Dominate person. Well, I mean. So go ahead and roll to see if it works.
What am I rolling?
Is that, hey, Mary, real quick. Is that an attack?
So it says like, yeah, if he's casting dominate person on one of y'all. So it's part of his attack. So
As a bonus action, I can't remember how this works, but as a bonus action, can I cast Shield of Faith over Marcus?
I think since it already passed and it says he's already rolling now.
Your next turn you can.
Next
Yeah.
Your turn. Yeah.
So he casts. So okay, go ahead and what's your? Let's see. What's your AC
It's a wisdom saving throw.
or wisdom?
Oh, wisdom saving throw? Okay. So it's going to be this +1. 2.
Oh my god.
That was
Nice. So he basically cast dominate person and for you to attack the shadow and to kill it. So go ahead and let's see on your side right now. Go ahead and roll.
So I can do a bite attack or a claw attack.
Are you still lying right now?
Yeah, like I'm literally like pinning the shadow guy down like on top of him.
All right, yeah, go ahead and roll. Let's do for attack or for clawing.
Claw. All right. So that is +5 to hit. Okay. Am I taking that, or is it advantage since I'm on top of him?
No, you're just gonna claw him. So the 4. So all right. So you clawed the shadow from in the chest area, and you see it begin to like tear through the clothes and chest right there that he had. But he's still up. But at this point, he doesn't have hold person, but he's still just standing there. So at this point, you see also Tasha still yelling, "You need to help! Don't help him! Don't leave the shadow alone!" And so, all right. So next up, we got. Let's see, who's next up. Line. Is it Fah-lah? Yeah, Fah-lah. Is it Fah-lah? No,
She started.
Fah-lah
Uthar.
already went.
Yeah, I
Have
started.
you gone, Uthar?
No.
I have not.
Where? Sorry, all the roll initiative rolls went up here. All right. Yeah, Uthar, go ahead. What are you doing?
Cool. I am going to grab one of my gems that float above my head and say, "Come, my thing, I need you right now." And so my Drake magic, as I kind of like squeeze this, a lot of light comes out of the gem in my hand, and then a Drake, basically the portal opens up and a Drake magically comes out and jumps straight out from the portal. I put it back, pull out my swords, and then I use my bonus action to have the Drake try to get Marcus. Sorry, I was blanking on her name. Marcus away from the shadow.
All right.
So kind of like, I guess, I don't know.
How long does dominate
gonna
person
bite him.
last for, Mary?
The what?
The spell that was cast on me, how long does that last for?
Let me see. I think it was just the one time. Let me double check.
I believe it's
Actually,
concentration 1 minute, I think.
So at that point, by the time you all... Let's see here. Yeah. But yeah, by the time you would... Right now, you're still be under dominate. Since, I mean, it's going quickly, so he's still under dominate as attacking. So, Jord'n, what kind of... do you need to roll for that one?
A D20
Yeah.
plus 6. So 21.
Okay. Yeah, it should be... Marcus, yours is...
Oh, my AC's 12, so...
Yeah, so...
Okay. So yeah,
Cool. So
I don't intend to necessarily like hit him all, like hurt him, but
how does that look like?
it'll come up, and since he's pounced on top of it, the Drake will literally just like headbutt the lion off of him.
You just see like
and
Marcus just like go, literally his head go out and like fall on the ground. At that point,
Do I take damage
And
from
then
that?
no, you just fall to the ground.
Okay.
'Cause, I mean, you're not, the shadow's not that tall.
The Drake will like be standing over the shadow,
Okay.
but it'll almost be like growling at the lion at Marcus.
Okay. Sweet. All right.
That's the only
Olavaris.
Okay, I'm just gonna run in and try to join this commotion.
Yeah.
So
At that point, you hear like Tasha is still yelling, like, "Do not help me! Leave him alone!" Phineas is still trying to push Tasha away at that point. And then she yells out, "He's under a curse! He's under a curse!" Like yelling that out.
can I try to grapple Phineas?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I can picture this 2-foot rabbit trying to grapple a guy.
A 24.
Oh,
He
definitely.
can grapple before,
Definitely.
so he can grapple a man.
So you immediately
Yeah, right. Yeah.
you immediately get to him, and you just completely
I just hop right
like
into him.
hop on his chest, and like with your legs, your back legs actually are the first thing that hits his chest and falls immediately on the ground, and like you just hold him there, with like, looking at him in his eyes. And you just see Phineas's completely shocked face, like, what just attacked me? Yeah, he's shooketh. And so, all right, so Fah-lah,
Yes.
what are you doing?
Since he's handled now, I'm gonna get Tasha away so that there's no more like chance of like killing, because now that we have Shadow contained, we have other contained, we just need Tasha contained now. So I'm gonna
Okay.
try to disarm her again and try to hold her.
Okay. All right, go ahead and roll. That does not work. You rolled a 4. So she immediately sees you like coming towards her, and she just completely you just miss her. She just turns and like you go one way, and immediately kind of joins Micah or Olavaris also in grappling Phineas. And so at that point, for her, that's her side of it now. So she takes her dagger. Let's see. 12. Let's see if that hits. No, does not hit for Phineas. And so she tries to grab her dagger and to stab him. And even though he's still like grappled down, he's able to like to hold one hand of hers of the knife not going through. And so for Phineas, it's his turn now. Let's see. He is going to try to get Olavaris off him. So let's see. All right. So he hits 17.
Is that a contested roll, or are you just going off my AC?
Your AC. Yeah. He's gonna.
Okay. He breaks free.
All right, so cool. So he immediately just like pushes you off, and also pushes Tasha, and just like well, she's already there, but he just immediately spins around and turns, and really leads from that. Is not grappled anymore. So, all right. Who's up next?
Probably me, right?
Let's see. I think it's Breanor.
Okay.
Yeah.
When Marcus headbutted, how did he fall, or did he?
He fell kind of backwards a little bit and then got on his feet.
Is he still on top of the shadow?
No, he's on the ground.
There's a dragon though on top of the shadow, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Then I will quite cleverly cast Hold Person on Phineas.
All right. Let's see. What is wisdom?
Yep. Actually, when I cast that, I'm going to cast it at level 3. So
Okay.
I cast it on both Tasha and Phineas.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
All right. So he got 17,
Okay.
and she got 17 also.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Dang.
And
So you try to cast it, and like they're really not phased by it at all.
as my bonus action, I want to cast Shield of Faith on the shadow.
Okay.
And it's
What is that?
+2 to his AC for
Perfect.
the duration.
+2.
For 10, yeah,
Okay.
for 10 minutes.
Cool.
Old strategy, Cotton.
Sweet.
Right?
All right. Marcus.
I feel like there's not a whole lot I can do here as a lion. I'm not still mind controlled, am I?
No, at this point you're not.
Okay. I think then at this point I'm gonna go ahead and transform back into a human, I guess. Let's see. I think I can cast a spell too, because that's a bonus action. Gosh, I don't even know what to do. I'm going to transform back into a human, and then I am just going to run over to the shadowy figure. And is the dragon still on top of him?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to try and like talk to him, I guess, like to see if he's responsive, if he's able to talk.
All you hear is screaming pain. You can't talk. It's like kind of like more of those sounds.
Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of like hold my action and just ready if he attacks me.
Okay. All right. Cool. Let's see. Uthar.
Cool. I don't really know what to do. So I'm gonna go up to the ringmaster. I'm blanking on his name.
Phineas.
Phineas. I'm gonna go up to Phineas, and I'm gonna try to grapple him.
Okay.
You want me to do strength?
Yeah.
Okay. That does not do that at all.
Nope. So you grab towards him, and he immediately you try to grab it, and he's not even phased, and is immediately.
And as soon as I
grapple.
say that, or as soon as I do that, I try to say, "Stop, Phineas. We are all on the same side."
He must die. You don't understand. And so, yeah.
So I couldn't persuade him. I don't roll a persuasion.
Oh no, he's set
just
in his ways.
Okay. All right, cool. Good enough.
His mind will never
That's
change.
good to know, man.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Then I'm gonna use my bonus action to attack him.
Cool.
So
I'm going to use my bonus action to roll to seduce him.
18.
All right. Yeah, that definitely does.
And then I rolled 5 for damage.
Okay.
But my Drake also gives me I think 1d6 if he's within 30 feet of me. If he's within 30 feet of any, 30 feet of anybody that does a melee weapon attack that I want, he does 1d6 extra damage.
Yeah, you're the only one around him right now.
Okay, so I do 11 damage total.
So how are
10 damage,
what exactly are you doing?
I want to have my sword and basically, I don't want to kill him, but definitely like almost put the fear of God in him and being like, you are not going to be able to win this. So I'll slice his chest, but much.
Immediately when you do that, he just like grabs his chest, and just like grabs on the ground, and you can just see like he's on the struggle bus. So
okay,
he's on the ground at this point. So all right, and then we got Olavaris.
Are we killing him, or are we?
No.
I don't even know who the good guy is and who the bad guy is.
I like draw my katana, and I'm like, so am I? Who am I killing right now? I can't tell. Who are we attacking?
I have my bow and I drop it and I'm like, no, we're not killing anyone right now.
But Uthar, you just attacked him, so that means I get to attack him, right?
You can hold him.
Okay, I'll grapple him again.
You just hear Tasha yell out, "Knock him out!"
Oh, okay. I'll unarmed strike him just to try
Not
to.
Tasha. You hear? Sorry, not Tasha. Didn't say that. It was Glay who said that.
Okay, I'll just try to knock him out with a little unarmed strike. An 18.
Nice. So you definitely hit him. So go ahead and just roll one more to see any damage if you hit.
Oh,
if you did.
it's straight 4 damage.
I mean, yeah. Sweet. So at that point, you knock him out completely, and he's completely knocked out. Which is funny, during this whole time, you see like Rutsis and everyone else just literally having popcorn at the side, just kind of watching y'all fight. Master Phineas and them, because they just don't really care that much. All right, so you completely knock him out, and so you just see him this little rabbit literally coming in. How are you like knocking him out with like how do you want to knock him out?
Like the hilt of my sword, just boom, right to the side of the face.
Wait, are you like hopping? You're like bouncing up.
Oh no, yeah, I hop over to him and I just boom, right to the side of the head. Didn't even see me coming. It's a sucker
you literally
punch.
come and just like literally hit him in the face, and you just see him completely like almost like in a slow motion, him twisting around and then falling on the ground. And then Tasha immediately is running like looking over like is it done? Is it done?
I mean, we still have the dude like yelling and screaming in terror under the dragon, right?
We still have this.
Yeah,
the shadow to do
she
with.
turns. She turns around and looks at the shadow. It's him. I know it's him. Just please help him. Just please help him.
So
please.
I like look over at Uthar. I'm like, hey, why don't you get your dragon off of him so we can try and talk and figure this out of what's going on here?
How about we keep the dragon on him in case he tries to run away?
I like that.
Breanor.
Who has who wants to do an Arcana check?
I
can.
I'll do one.
Can we all do them?
Sure.
Ooh, 3 for me. Oof.
Me and my -1. Oh. 16.
So as you go over and you see you're trying to figure out like ways to cure him, you notice that there are a few ways to do that. And so from your just knowing of just the magic arts a little bit with your Arcana check, you were probably thinking either some sort of spell to heal or a dispel magic or remove curse spell. So whoever is able to
I'm sure I do.
Do that.
I don't have those spells prepared, but
I don't have any of those.
or healing too would work.
I don't have spells.
Yeah, I mean, I could cast Healing Word if that would heal him.
I've got Healing Word. I've got Cure Wounds. I've got...
Yeah, dude, let the Cleric do it, dude. That's...
The Cleric.
That's what I was about to ask.
It might not be prepared, but you probably have it on your list.
Yeah.
At 5th level, right? I think.
I for sure have.
Pray to your God, bro. Like, let your God fix this,
True.
man.
Go for it. I
have good standing, man.
So so I'll pray to my God. And then it's a great helm of the dwarven deep. This shadow before us. Return him back to man. There you go.
All right.
And then it's 18.
So 15, right?
Well, plus 3 for being a
nice.
Light of the light. Or disciple
So
of
you cast it, and you begin to see a little bit of Elgin's form begin to like slowly to come back to his normal form, but you can tell there's just a little bit left that still needs healing.
Okay. Then I will do. I'll say another prayer. Say, Great Helm of the Deep. There's something blocking this transformation. Please come out in greater power.
With your extra healing that you were able to do, you see Elgin's form begin to take into his form that he had before, and so his black hair began to come back, and his even his clothes kind of remain still raggedy, but you can just see the skin tone, his skin begin to come back to its original color and everything, and become the man that he once was. And you see him just immediately fall to the ground and take a huge breath, and Tasha just runs to him and she's like, "My love, are you okay, my love?" And he's able to like, "You heard me. You understand. I was trying this whole time. I know." And she just completely just hugs him, and at this point he's able to get himself up with the help of Tasha, and he has his arm around her, and he looks to all of you guys and, "Thank you. I didn't know what else to do. You didn't hear me. None of y'all heard me. I know." And he turned to Marcus. I know you tried to speak, but talk to me. I couldn't. I tried. And at that point, he looks at each and every one of you. You see, and I can't imagine I'm back. And I was studying magic, you see, and my brother, and he looks over at Phineas, and he walks over to him on the ground. Is he dead?
No, I only knocked him out.
Thankfully,
You
no.
did. He looks
He's
shocked.
alive.
You, sir. Wow. Never met a more accomplished man, Rabbit. I don't have words to say, truly. And he kind of looks over his brother just with a sadness in his face. You see, it was my brother that attacked me. He attempted to kill me, to murder me with a spell, but he failed to do so. And at that point, you see kind of Phineas begin to gain consciousness, and kind of looks at him, and his eyes just widen, and he's just frozen with it. And then Tasha was like, I told you, I knew it. And he looked at you. You all did not believe me. You did not believe me. I knew Phineas. Phineas was the one. Admit it, Phineas. Admit it. And Phineas is just kind of.
Is he awake now? I thought he was still knocked out.
He's come back from consciousness.
I'm gonna punch him again. I'm just
He's
kidding.
kinda
I'm kidding.
he looks at Phineas and he says, or at Phineas, I mean at Elgin, and he says, I did try to kill you. You see, I was jealous. I don't know what came over me. I'm just enraged with the magic that I just wasn't used to. Will you forgive me? Will you forgive me? And he looks at Elgin, and Tasha's like, no, we'll never forgive you. And Elgin just kind of like, wait. I will never forgive you for what you did to me. But, you need to be taken to justice. You need to be taken. And he kind of looks around and he calls Glay over. Glay, call the authorities. And she's like, already been called. And so the authorities are coming in at this point. So, and Elgin turns to each of you. Thank you. I don't know if we've properly met. My name is Elgin. I am one of the original ringmasters here. Thank you. I don't know what else to say, but thank you.
We definitely haven't met before, and you're welcome.
It's not many can do this for strangers, and but I want to pay you. And you kind of what did my brother offer you anything?
The ring of Raven.
You mean my ring of Raven? He looks at Phineas and he takes it off of his pouch immediately and hands it to you. Here, take this and take his top hat too. This top hat is an amazing gift, and I wish you luck on your journey.
I want the top hat, please.
Wait, how can you put that? Not yours. How are you? What?
With the bunny with the top hat. So the top hat is it's Pan's first top hat, and it's a powerful but powerful but lazy wizard studied ways to cast spells. And so when you're attuned to this item, you can use a bonus action if you cast a spell on the same turn. The spell has no need for verbal material or components, and so fun things. So he turns to all of you and says thank you, and the authorities come and congratulations. You have brought Elgin back, and you have completed this journey.
Ooh.
Nice.
Let's go.
Yeah,
And we didn't even kill anybody.
that's great.
That's the worst part.
Scooby Doo.
That really was kind of the worst part.
It's almost impossible. It's almost impossible for anyone to die in this campaign. As long as I had one cantrip, no one died.
I needed to kill
I
someone.
came very close.
You also level up at this point, but
Yeah.
Taking that.
Let's go.
yeah, there was two routes to it if you helped Phineas or you helped Elgin. So
Wait, so Elgin is a follower of the Raven Queen?
they just happened to have a ring of it.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah.
that's a pretty dark goddess to worship.
Literally.
Well, now it's yours. So,
Good
I don't
job.
want it.
Mine, actually. Let's go.
anyway, sweet, cool.
That
That
was
was
fun.
fun.
That was
For
a
being
fun one.
That was a lot of
Thank
gracious
you,
with
for,
me.
thank you for letting me play the lion and going along with it, Mary.
How could I not with the circus? I'm like,
That's
oh,
why I was
man.
like, you
It's
gotta
just
let
like-
me do this.
I'm just glad I rolled well and didn't kill the little girl.
I thought for sure you were killing this little
I
girl.
wanted
was,
you to kill it. I mean, I just thought it would really, not like I wanted a little girl to die, but I just thought it would
My
be funny.
character would have been devastated.
That's why I thought it would be funny.
I was worried. I was like, oh man, if this doesn't go good, it's not going to be nice to.
rolls like a nat one.
The
Like,
character development that could happen if you had thrown a knife into that little girl.
I would have gone, hello, darkness, my old friend.
I know. Oh man, y'all were a fun party to play, and I like
This is
the.
a good group.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good group. We'll have to do
This is
this
fun.
again. I mean, we can always keep the characters and just keep going to the next adventure if we wanted to.
Okay, so not gonna lie, Mary, I totally built my character in mind for this being like a Ghost of Saltmarsh, like one shot type thing. And so I was like full like planning on like having this dude turn into like sharks and like water creatures and stuff. Was what I was wanting to have happen. I was like, well, I guess I gotta figure out what else I'm turning into now.
Listen, you never know for the
cats,
future ones. So we'll keep doing real random ones, but sweet. Well, thanks guys for jumping on and being gracious with me, because I don't really play much as a DM, so there's only so many rules I'm still learning. But cool, sweet.
Yeah, thanks for bearing with us too with our kiddo.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, it was fun. I'll give credits to this one shot. It's called "The Shadow of the Circus" by Lucas Menezes. So it's a one shot.
That's pretty fun.
That was fun.
It really was like Scooby Doo. Like that's like the whole time we were doing this, I was like, we're literally just playing Scooby Doo right now.
Cue the song right here. All right, cool beans. All right, well, not too late. 9:25. Let's take that as a win.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
All right.
Totally.
Well, until the next time, y'all.
3-hour
Bye,
session.
guys.
Bye. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Nerds and Jesus podcast. This podcast is produced, edited, created, and hosted by me, Mary Howell. I also run our social media and Patreon page and also did our art. The music is by John Bjork. And if you're looking for a way to get connected into the Nerds and Jesus podcast community, you can follow us on social media at Nerds and Jesus. And for more bonus content, physical merch, and so much more, you can visit our Patreon page, patreon.com/nerdsandjesus. You can also become a producer level patron as a Supreme Nerd, where you will get your name read at the end of every episode as well. If you would like to continue to support the show, you can share this podcast word of mouth with everyone you know. You can also review and rate our episode wherever you get your podcast. Anything helps, and thank you so much for listening to this episode. See y'all next week.